all of us. So we could reason and not shout over each other because watch you now. We want to run go outside really quick and come back and left, you know. I mean, I want to know because people they are listening.
No, man, we are big people, man.
No, man, no,
We're not
man.
going to do
Don't worry
that.
about that. We are big people.
We are big
We are just trying to help.
I just want to say that I am 100% for the people in Jamaica. I'm not even like, I honestly think what the government, and not only this government, previous governments also have done, has slowly taken away the soul of Jamaica and given it to foreigners. And the reason I say this is I've been reading the Constitution. I'm reading all these new acts where Jamaica, the fishermen who depend on their livelihood to go out into the sea and fish to feed their communities, you know that they don't even have rights because all those permits, all those parts of the Caribbean, the Atlantic, wherever they're fishing.
Is that true, Brats? Just a minute. I'm reading one of those trivia in 5 said, the Constitution allow for any member of the ruling party to be Speaker of the House. But any member in terms of the wife of the Prime Minister or the husband of the Prime Minister?
No.
Trivia, could you...
remember, she's a member of Parliament, you know. She's a member of Parliament, so she have all right. But she just don't look right.
She's not a member of Parliament.
You don't have the right.
She's not a member. What MP is she?
Yeah, she's a member of Parliament. Hold on, she's a member of Parliament.
She is an MP for
MP.
She's an MP.
Yeah,
she's an MP for what? For what constituency? Who does she represent?
I think somewhere in St. Andrews or somewhere. I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
She's of the Papian division.
Yeah, she runs PRC. She put in work, it's just that it don't right that our husband is the Prime Minister.
Guys, let me just
exactly. So what she is considered to be is called a conflict of interest.
The House Speaker should be non-partisan in the first place.
So she's a conflict of interest.
So the Jamaica Labour Party came over and thinks that they should have somebody that is part of them to be the Speaker of the House when they first and foremost put Marissa Dalrymple there. But it should be non-partisan, so none of the House Speaker should never have.
Exactly, and so my point that I was making earlier, that she's not constitutionally supposed to be in the House Speaker position.
No. Remember, we have persons listening to us who don't understand. While it is not illegal, it is just distasteful.
Right.
One at a time.
But at the same time, I don't have the understanding. This is just our next plan to eliminate certain conversation in Parliament until then proceed with the New Jerusalem. I don't need to say 40.
Yeah. Yes, Auntie Paula, the Constitution, it needs to be amended. And
there is no Constitution. It's an order of the Queen.
It have to change. It needs to change.
So there is Jamaica. Okay, so let's just say this, okay? Jamaica, it's so funny the way Jamaicans do things, and it kills me. So they say Jamaica is independent, right? But you're not independent.
No, we're not independent.
Hold on a minute. So you say Jamaica has a constitution, but it's actually an order of the Queen. It's not really the Jamaican constitution. Right. It's the order of the Queen. You understand me? Let me just show you this, okay?
Yeah.
Let me just give you a couple more examples, okay? You have all these big hotels in Jamaica, okay? Thousands of them that are billion-dollar businesses per year, okay? Okay, you have how much homeless people will say in 5 communities of Westmoreland. You have how much homeless people, okay? These people are not putting up these Jamaican citizens, people that are born and have rights to this land before anybody. They're not putting them up in hotels. You know who put them up in hotels? Sandals Beaches, Sandals Sandals Resorts are the only hotels in Jamaica.
Please, I don't appreciate you coming here and being disrespectful and talking about girl shut your shit out. Somebody please get rid of Anita if none of my moderator them the both of please.
Moderator wanna get rid of them, man. Make them cross it, go jump off somewhere.
So this is another example of why your prime minister is not doing anything for the country, and neither is your opposition leader, because your opposition leader should be demanding the prime minister to open a line of credit with the hotels and get the people out of the elements. That's what they should be doing as a government. That's what they are hired to do. They are hired to protect the interests of the people. They're not supposed to be able to make salaries that they can build 1,500 condos. So where's all of so MP and Andrew Holness's wife is Bigfoot is an MP. So why Bigfoot's not going and taking some of these homeless people and putting them up in her condo complex that she built? Why is she not doing that? She's an MP. She's representing the people.
And she's a real estate owner. So it's so surprising to see how the
market but he needs to attack up and push some farmer about this.
So you know what Jamaica needs to do? Jamaica needs to wake the fuck up, and Jamaica needs to take over the government. That's what they need to do.
Exactly. If Mark Gold not do, but the people them have to get up come do too.
Yeah,
people them if me sick, I'm in a hospital and the doctor said to me, say, bless me, you want if you not get up out of the bed and try to walk,
exercise.
You're like, yeah. Right. Even get up with the doctor can't do nothing.
Do a damn thing more. Find out do you already.
If don't fix when for fix already.
December 8th. For everybody that's on the ground in Jamaica. December 8th, they're gonna read out the ruling for Andrew Holness's seat, and there's a big march going down to the court.
So circuit courthouse.
It's December 8th.
What we ask the diaspora to do, sorry darling. What we're asking also for the diaspora to do is the march while they are there. Just put on something black for you. Just show with some solidarity. Yeah. Please and thanks. Show it.
Yeah.
So no, they're not black. Something of your colors. Your colors.
Oh, black.
The Jamaican flag colors.
Black.
I think black. We are put on black. Mourning.
We are mourning the country.
Mourning for the country.
Go to diaspora, please. Don't show that. Please.
Remember the colors. Remember the colors in our flag. Black stands for the people. Green.
Can I say something to you guys? Can I say something to you guys? You guys, I hear on so many different. I don't go live, but I do join a lot of lives, and I hear on a lot of lives. I hear people talking with passion. This, you know what? Let me tell you about patriotism. Patriotism is country over everything. That means you as a mother or you as a father will die for your country to make sure that your children are good.
Not Jamaica. Not Jamaica. Them prefer die for Andrew.
Yeah, bless. Jamaica, as you said, is a conflict of interest with that position that the wife have long time. I said it as well, you know.
Well, she's a dictatorship. Right now, they're a dictatorship right now. That is a conflict
of interest. Was she not supposed to have that position?
Well, no, she's a dictator. Right now, Andrew Holness is a dictator because when she doesn't want people to be heard, she cuts them off.
And she did not cut off her husband Tuesday when he was saying, "I'm afraid of nobody."
But she works for him.
You know, and she never cut him off, and she
sleeps with him.
And over there, and me I say, "Watch this." You can see it clearly now that Andrew is a dictator and his wife have to back him. She not cut him off.
Why would she? But why would it? How come nobody has demanded in Jamaica yet? How come nobody's demanded how Andrew Holness went to Africa for the G20 summit and he paid for his trip with the Jamaican people's money?
Go with your casket. Cause you're wicked and bad, you see? Go with your casket.
She's telling go with their casket.
$1 million trip, you know. $56 million Jamaican dollar for that round trip, you know.
Yeah, and that was a vacation. He was not officially required to be at that meeting. So he took a family trip with his wife and his children, and he went to the Jamaica summit, and he wasn't officially part of the business. So, and he used the taxpayers' dollars to do that.
All right.
And when I ask question, he raise his hand and I can defend money and strings attached.
You know why he went there? Can I tell you why he went there?
Can you take the floor, Jamaica?
He went there. He went there because he's begging for money because You see,
Alright.
let me show you something. They're begging for money because even though they say that they didn't spend none of the relief fund, and Daryl Vaz came out a week ago and said this and that, they're liars. They're thieving out the money. They're doing all kinds of nonsense. They're selling out the country. They're selling out the country. And I'm begging you people, begging you people to do me a favor. I'll stop talking after this, but I'm asking you to do me one favor. You see every person you know that was affected by the storm, from St. Elizabeth all the way to Hanover. You understand me?
Yeah.
You see who is those people? You see, before they collect $1 from the government, please tell them if they're not, and this is not an insult, okay? There's older generations that couldn't go to school because they had to raise their families young, so they don't have too much education. If they don't understand paperwork, get somebody to read it for them. I am personally right now, I'm in the process of trying to arrange checkpoints in every parish where if you need somebody to read a legal document for you, there is a place you can go. I am trying to put that together right now.
Same way.
Yeah. I was talking this man over London. And the same thing with that talk.
I'm trying.
We need to get some alternative for them people there.
Yeah.
Because you have some of the people them can't read. Get somebody, set up something for the people them. For the government can come with for them sign.
You know me happy say. You know me happy about. Hold on now. 1 second. You know me happy about. She's not Jamaican. She's not JLP and she's not a PNP. She talking for the people.
All right, give me a lick of space now.
Yeah, go on now.
All right, yeah. First, let me thank Jamaica for the fire and
And people, before you continue to rest, everybody where they're on the live today, me have to be good enough. Respect.
Yeah, thanks for those sentiment because there are obvious failings on both sides, and the conflicts of interest is a clear one that hampers good governance. And what I'd like to interject is I just need some clarification from Brett on the rights of assembly, because I'm conscious of this protest march, which is on the 8th of December. Is it that do they need a permit? That's what I need a clarification on. From your fundamental rights, do they need a permit?
Brad.
Are you there?
Brad.
Wait,
somebody talking to you.
Oh, sorry. I was away from the phone. Yes?
Yeah, sorry. I was seeking some clarification on the rights of assembly from the Charter of Fundamental Rights.
Yeah.
Do they need permit in order to protest?
Colin, me say put in a box.
It says I need it says I need a permit to protest. If you're going to protest, you need a permit, but you have the right to assemble.
So what you do, so let me tell you how you conquer that, because that's just a bullshit reason for you to go down there and tell them what your plans are, so that they can send the police and whoever else out that they want to disturb your plan. So what you do is you organize and everybody just shows up. Nothing's planned.
I think exactly. That's what I was going to say.
I think so too.
So you show up, then I show up, then somebody else show up, and we just congregate.
Exactly.
It don't have an organizer, it don't have a leader.
Right. CM so.
Everybody's gonna go. All Rasta go show up too. That's what them want come with.
Yeah.
I go show up. So I go beat the drum. I go beat the drum and chant them down.
What the problem is, you know what? And not enough people are standing up for country. And if every day that I go out, when I go out every day, and every day that I go out, I talk to everyday Jamaicans. I moved here. I live in Spanish Town. I don't have a lot, but whatever I have, I share with the people.
Yeah.
Including my knowledge. You understand? And every day I educate people on the reason it's important to vote. 30% of the Jamaican population, 34% voted in this election.
What you mean?
That's
Now you're being
nothing.
there. What you mean? Same way we say we have Rasta did a chant drum. Yes, my lord.
We want the drum as we are speak. We want the drum. If we could have get somebody to do the drum.
Yeah, man. Drum I go beat. Under them blow and one drop down when the drum them start beat.
Man, we have the people here, them man, for drum. Out of order.
Yeah, man.
And you know what, guys? Let me just say one thing.
Hold on there. Somebody wants to say something there. Who that talk?
Okay, all right. Let's say this, yeah. In part, I'm the one that's responsible for dealing with the drums. But I really wanted that clarification insofar as assembly. Now, what we've learned from our history, whenever time we identify ourselves as leaders, yeah, they always eliminate our leaders. Yeah, so we're going there as a collective.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're there as a collective. And then it takes us back to what Marcus Garvey said. When we come in unity, we come in our individual strength. Just as though Jamaica had given her input, yeah, on balance, because she's acknowledged the failings on both sides. And what we constantly
ready to brag to. Big up to them. Everybody on the panel as a matter of fact. You see, big up on yourself.
See, my son did go for cartel and full long a circuit. I said you have to full down the full Jamaican brother and sister.
But that's the point. That is a
away with this
Exactly.
Story. And when I heard those man,
the dangerous people, they don't have no
When
art.
I'm a princess, make you talk a princess.
Them don't have no art.
The princess was talking then.
Okay.
Sorry. When I heard his words, it just struck my heart. How could these be your people? Your people. This is where your history is. You know, Jamaica's its own brand, you know. Jamaica is its own brand.
Not anymore.
Yes, you can get it back. You can get it back because you know what? You get somebody that you elect in government that's going to rip up all of the deals that were previously made and start from scratch. And every ministry and every public sector that makes money in this country, Jamaica owns 51% of.
All right.
1 minute, everybody. Just better pass for a minute. Nick in the box for a minute. Turn on the mic before you hear us. Welcome to the live, Nick.
Yeah, big up. I'm just to the marches and processions. Whenever you're going to do a demonstration, whatever it is, the only thing I'll say to you is don't block the roadway. Don't block the roadway and don't block the entrances to whichever business space or whatever. Once that is not done, I can guarantee you that the police is going to come, park, and sit. And that's it.
Okay. If there's 75,000 of us out there, there's only 14,000 police on the whole force. Okay, and there's only 8,000 people members of the JDF. So if there's 50,000 of us and there's 20,000 of them, they ain't arresting us all. As long as we're peaceful.
Just allow me to say what I'm saying. I'm not against you.
1 second, Jamaica. Yeah, go on. We say on the
What
side.
I'm saying to you is peaceful demonstrations where people are not blocking the road or whatever. The police don't care. A lot of time when people are protesting, the police want to protest, but they can't say it. So we have to understand that. So I'm telling you things that to allow them not to act, so they don't have to say anything to anybody. They will just park on the road and observe.
Nigga, I don't think
that is true. That is true. That is true. If you don't want to block the road and obstruct the traffic,
I agree with you. Because you have to remember in every demonstration that you have, we have 60% of people in a demonstration that have smart heads and know what we're coming out there for demonstrate. You're going to have a 10% of people when have nothing to do with themselves and they just come to make trouble.
Sure,
You
have another set of them we are passionate about what's going on and we want to get crazy.
Exactly. So you have to calm all times. That's all I'm saying.
I just want to say this, okay? I agree with you 100%. So I'm going to share some videos on my TikTok so you guys can see some protests that I organized back home. You understand? When George Floyd had his run-in with the police, I marched for weeks and I organized big marches back home. But anyways, that's irrelevant. What I'm saying here is sometimes you need a little bit of pressure. Because as you see, the opposition has been doing it the way it's been expected to be done. And it's not good enough because there's still people in parts of Westmoreland that are sleeping outside.
Of course.
There are still people who are begging on the side of the road for bottled water.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to show you something even worse than that. I handed out all kinds of stuff. Okay, my husband went and delivered all up in Maroontown, Montego Bay, Westmoreland, Hanover, Trelawney. They went all over. He went all over with Marvin. Okay, and when we needed a truck, all of the people in Jamaica that were on the lives that I was proposing, do you have a truck? Yes, I have a truck. Can we get a donation of a truck for 2 days or 3 days? And you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up in the inbox. And then when they get to the inbox, you know what they do? They want 55,000. They want 45,000. Like, dude, I'm taking my money and buying supplies for people, and you mean to tell me that you wasted my time getting out of a life to come DM you to tell me that you're gonna charge me 55,000 Jamaican dollars?
Wicked them not heart.
They not no heart.
And you know how much people tell me, oh, you're not even a Jamaican. You're not even a Jamaican. But I tell you what, I know more about Jamaica than half the Jamaicans in Jamaica.
That is true.
Deal, big up yourself. Welcome to the live.
Uprising to the chat. Yes, sir. Great uprising. Woman and man. God make woman and man. But where I said still, you know, I said knowledge is power. If we don't know where we are come from as a people, we cannot fight the battle. Because how the thing really is set, you know, the oppression I go always the power way. And too much idle people they are yard, me a Jamaican, too much idle people they are yard, and them not pay attention, them not paying attention. So where the guests them punish stage they say, a reality them I say, and when they have me chat more better about, I mean, like, make somebody else speak, so then we gather back some more time. But I just, that may I try to say, you know, the people them have to have knowledge is power. Where we are come from other people, we have to know the history what we people them go through. And again, I know everybody, I know the whole world God are the same God. We don't here so in Jamaica, the whole America, God different from. Because when God they say, let us make man, who we matter talk to? It's in the Bible, you know, let us make man. You have many gods, so until we can realize and know how to serve God, when we are always under bondage. Let me that's of your time. Somebody else.
One thing we can tell the protesters them say, I'm not gonna be there coming on the ground. Make sure say that if I beg credit, have credit on them phone and go make sure them go live so the world will see what's happening.
You see,
and keep it peaceful.
I can find one different supermarket shopping on.
Yeah, keep it peaceful. Keep it peaceful and make sure so them have credit on them phone and make everyone see what go on around the world.
Oh man.
Yes, sister, there's a lot of things going on where half of we don't know about. Me the man scroll a lot, you know. Me have sense. Me not bright like no for no. But common sense and that we use go through and that we people did use go through from ever since evil.
That's right.
Then them come over here come conquer. Remember, you know, they never come through the canal, you know. Them try how much time I will fight them off, you know, when them come through the lake.
Mute your phone. Mute your mic, Brad.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Them come through Canada and conquer, you know. So if we don't know other people with history where we come from, we don't know. We can't get out of this if everybody just and the stagnant. It can we see place, you know. With the panic ground, me the America, yeah, me go and come, me see where I take place. I mean, I like it because the people, everybody I got college and I have much subject, and yet still them so full, they're not using them.
Exactly, they don't have no common sense. Yes,
people, you know. Remember, you know, we fight off the world, you know, we are great people, you know, people love we, you know, and we just stand up like we are joker. And the system put the people them in the who them call the bad man them. The system them set the thing for go the way or it go. So if the people don't wise up.
Then cross. I did a rough check and I got petition for Monday. Do I
May I
have
ask
more?
you guys a question?
Hold on, Jamaica. Where's the Sunday?
I did a rough check and I went through and I have 50 people confirmation for Monday. Is there more people than the 50 people?
Good.
Yeah, man, more people are get out, man. Yeah.
Encore for that. Encore, yay! Encore.
Yeah, more people.
Confirming. I am one of the persons that is providing the refreshments. So I have to know exactly what is going on.
Yeah, more
people confirming.
Yeah, peaceful. What's it called? What assemble?
Hold on.
Well, you can add about 5 people with me. I'll be there. You can add 5 people with me.
It's a peaceful assembly. We just go and praise the Lord. We're not in no war nor no violence.
That's right.
So I want to know exactly. And as I speak to a few people, yeah, go ahead, Ann. Yes, Hannah?
I try
to
form a group. Talk about it in your inbox. Don't talk about it.
All of that too.
I believe so.
All of that too.
Yes,
the last time it was
going out.
Yeah.
Yes, it should be talked about in the group and what is being arranged. Because when you talk like this, everybody will come out on TikTok and say otherwise.
Yeah, I send it to Nationwide and Nationwide put out it.
Already. Nationwide put up me and Mama Son and Durval picture say we are organized demonstration.
The last time it was said that we are going with Piper and something.
It's out there already. Then put up me, Mama Son and Durval picture.
Yeah, but you don't need to give them concrete proof because if they've not heard it from your mouth, you can sue them for slander. So
no, that's what when I get down there, that I'm gonna find out and speak to a few people because I don't know what I'm talking about.
Right. So don't speak about it on the airways. DM each other, and if you have a group and whichever media you're going to use, go ahead and do that. But then other than that, listen, when our forefathers were going into battle, they did not tell the British how many of them were coming out. So no
Yeah, because you have the little plasma, them a listen now, them run with that 50,000 people. Them should know nothing. Them should have just see Monday morning come and the things are going with Figuan. Because when we talk about peaceful protesting of people, persons are going to get passionate about Andrew Holness and his leg government, and people are going to get overwhelmed. That for sure. So I don't know all of us about this, and people
No.
to happen.
Princess, that is why you have, listen to me, you have bass tone people. So you have people that have calming voices that when things seem like they're getting loud, they can comment. That's why you organize. Do you know that every man in the world is afraid of organized Black people?
Right.
They're so afraid of it. So you have to think of everything that could happen and have a repercussion or a way to prevent it.
Thank you, girl.
You
That's
understand?
what I'm saying. Right. So we don't want it to look like we're gonna be this calm kind of
problem.
But people are going to out there who are passionate and will speak. But like as Jamaica said, we will have the common voices that will say, hey, remember, just to touch you on the shoulder, remember, this is not what we wanted. Yes. So I like what is going to happen on the 8th, and I've always been a passionate person when it comes to protesting or assembling or whatever the word might state it to be.
Assemble.
But we don't want a lot of information out here, because the last time something tried like that, but it's the thiefness of the election, we were told that PNP going out there with Pai and blah blah. This is not about PNP. This is about Jamaicans.
One Jamaica.
Not like that on the media now. They're not here, not like that now. They
One
just say
Jamaica.
peaceful, send it out. Peaceful, assemble. Simple as that. Them can't listen. All
One
of the agents, them
Jamaica.
can't listen.
Comrade, just for clarity, what was the number again? I'm never sure if me here. You
50.
confirm now.
50.
Oh, 50.
Thus far, because you have people else.
Concrete people. 50 concrete.
Okay.
So anybody else wants to go on board, then
Well, I'll see y'all there. You won't know me because I don't have pictures out, but you'll hear my voice.
right.
Even more want to organize. Walk with some marker. Walk with some marker. And we already know what is
On cardboard. And stick and cellophane tape.
People them a suffer.
Yeah.
The people them a suffer. Yeah, man, rise up now, no war. We're not obstruct no traffic.
Yeah.
Remember, a dictator tells people that he'll go to war for their criticism. A dictatorship does that.
That's too tiny.
If I'm not afraid of nobody, if a war, me say when me hear that, me cringe. Me say no man. That means that you're the public servant is a little bully.
A time now for the Jamaican people them rise up. See, in Nepal, they wait one him. The people them rise up and they said corruption we are going to Jamaica. It didn't go on over there and the people them get fed up and say enough is enough now.
Same thing with 80, you know, same thing with 80. Them the
So
business.
it's enough now.
Yeah, man, enough is enough.
So
I know what
that's
is
why,
hurt.
that's why me I try to say what could go so we can assemble. What would go so when everyone else can do it.
When we wanna cry for their start out the school should they grenadier a fast na thing the election. You understand me? No, a funeral there America and I must tomorrow Saturday the funeral and you still leave your people them who they you're dying.
And you understand me?
And thing are you gone. Then I saw the woman the important and your Jamaican people them.
I'm telling you.
Good evening, everyone.
I saw your the lady in America more important than your Jamaican people them. When we have a hurricane, we blow down how much house
fly.
And I like how much people. You still can't find people. You go to Africa one year, you go take vacation. They never invited the G20 meeting. You never get an invite again. You go here and then you gone again.
Yeah.
You went on vacation.
And
you see like how his nose is so big and her foot is so big. She got a big foot and he got a big nose. They pushed their way and bullied their way into the meeting. They were not a part of official business.
Them not care about the judge. Exactly.
He was not I'm a general. Good evening, everyone on the live.
Much agree.
I hear you people talking about this peaceful demonstration. Yes, you've all got a right for a peaceful demonstration as long as you're not causing no havoc like blocking road, burning tires, causing them type of thing. The police is not allowed to stop a peaceful demonstration. Definitely not. Yeah, so please go out and enjoy on a day, but be careful because the opposition party, which is big nose now, because it will be our party now, our protests or demonstrate peacefully. The opposition side, they are making...
Try to go out, and the Jamaican people them going out.
Right.
Yeah.
No. The one them where would stand up in conference and they don't listen whatever he's saying, like, oh, I'm bringing the Jews into Jamaica to take over Jamaica and you people will live like the Arawaks Indian, and then them just ring bell and blow on and say shower labor rights. And then when you ask one of them, what the fuck did he say just now? Me no know, but he's my prime minister. Those type of people will be out there.
They fi stay them yard, cause them comfortable with what's going on.
But
they know the message.
And they will
stay them yard.
listen to me, please. They will be coming out to cause problem.
Of course
on
they will.
People, I'm telling you now, because I'm in a For You page just now, and I'm listening, and a little ugly girl. She quite ugly. She have a scarecrow. She in her down the bottom of her life, as our baller would have 25 and older, above his head. On her life, if you cause a them sweet,
Hold on. Reception get bad.
we will be causing back a demonstration.
Yeah, break up.
Unearthing, like it is running across the screen of Earthing. If you lot cause a demonstration on Andrew, we will be causing back. Basically, they are saying they will be causing back a demonstration on Mark Golden. Yeah, so people like those will be causing problem for everyone. So this is where Sweet Pepper knows I gonna say, like the last time, the PNP will be coming out with pie and whatever. So I'm gonna have police and soldiers on high alert. I'm telling
That's
you.
okay. That's okay. We're not going out with that.
Remember, they are agents, and remember, they are. Because you have agents out there now, you know, and agents is every farm and everything.
Yeah,
don't know his who.
Yeah.
May I say something? When you are going out peacefully, and that's your intention to be peaceful, and everybody that's organizing to come out that day is going to be peaceful, there is nothing that they can do to make you. You have to remember that you are responsible for your reaction to however anybody acts.
Unless they are going to create a genocide on the people of Jamaica.
That's right.
So just be careful and remember, it will be major genocide. You understand? If any police open fire on that crowd, and if they are not using blank bullets, if anybody get unalive in that same time, it will be a genocide charge against Sweet Pepper Nose or Bro Dog. It will be a serious genocide charge.
And just remember, you just read your constitution.
1 minute. People who are listening or not, and these today are one of the most meaningful lives never host. I tell you the truth. Black and Jamaica, I really appreciate Mr. Patrick Gray, everybody, because guess what? Education is a thing that them say we don't see, but you see all these useful information, and we have to remember to bury with ego. Everything we have to just check our mindset for no say, no matter how we feel, it have to be peaceful. Because a lot of this we are going on, is intimidation tactics them are using. When you see them come over here and talk about say JCF I go have casket food, nothing can go so.
We don't listen to that.
Once you don't go, they go do.
At the moment, Bala. Sorry for cut you. Knowing this 3-card man, him have every trick up him sleeve. I'm telling you that.
Let me tell you the power of the people. Every single one of us has a phone, and every single one of us goes live.
Thank you.
There's your proof.
That's what I said. Thank you.
You're protected. They're not gonna gun anybody.
That's what I said.
Not for people. Yeah, good point you make. When the live the march go forward, my urge.
Thank you.
Not just videoing. You don't need people to go live, because live bring
make everyone see around the world.
Yes.
Thank you.
Remember, the muzzle
in real time.
So them already muzzle the media. So if anything happen locally,
you are your own media. You have to be your own media at this point. Everybody that's there needs to broadcast live to how many. Some have 5,000 followers, some have 20,000, some have 100,000.
I said it earlier. Who don't have the credit, beg the credit. Beg the credit if they don't have it.
My number is 2217704.
Wow, that's very quick.
Good buddy.
Wow.
Yeah, man, definitely.
But as I said,
of course, I'm gonna be there.
Well,
I live in Great Britain.
Who have too much share the credit?
I live in Great Britain, right? And every single week, from January to December, there is a protest take place in London, Westminster, from Marble Arch all the way into Westminster, where Parliament is every week, every Saturday.
Too.
And you don't hear nothing much going on unless it's some racial protest, then fighting will take place, right? But other than that, demonstration right through goes on.
Yeah.
Every single week.
I'm gonna read something. The people
Right?
who
So
the people,
why is it, hold on, Bala. Why is
the people who in the diaspora who
Why is it that
can make it on the ground,
big
if people
news
can assist people
don't want
credit.
people to protest in his country, in Jamaica?
Bala make plea. You want to assess me with credit.
Yeah, when me I say no, like no for we who now go video and so forth, if we can real organize the 80s around the corner. So we don't want to just send credit for random people. The credit I go send to people who can go live on a data on them phone.
Right.
Because guess what? We have to try to be meticulous in everything we do. Try to cross all T's, dot all I's. So Jamaica can be one of them. Our comrade gone already. Whoever we want certain people to be strategic, certain people going live and other people are record.
Yeah. Right. Oh, definitely. Everybody now go live. Some people are go video. Some people love video, you know. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely. And don't make
as
them
I was just saying.
Oh, sorry.
No, carry on.
No, I'm just a quick one. Don't make them intimidate the agents them and hear about them or carry this. Them are going to do that. Them depend them own. Them on them own and uno own who's going to be there. Uno know what is uno order. That's it. Don't make them intimidate you.
So when I was soldier, I was on the ground and him fully active. So
him ready long time, you know. That soldier already long time, you know.
Check off
And I'm only sorry that I work there right now.
Yeah, me not ask. Me know say I want. So we are organized, peaceful and strategic and meticulous as possible. You see?
Yep.
Yeah. Because Jamaica, if I even hear 5 people are go out, we know say I forgot to dedicate somebody to control the life. And we need people like you out there to make people know say maintain composure. And
yes. Remember, the labor right them are gonna come out, they come start problem, you know. And it can make it look like a uno start the problem. That's what you remember.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You're that little fool in the comment section. You can't intimidate people, youth. You just stop with a nice dog. And we customize your own casket and stop it nice, yeah.
And more over Bala more over blocking. Make him just stay where him can't even write.
Let me ask Mr. John. He's a perfect example of what I was talking about. As a human being, so because you don't like a person's party, they should be done away with.
I'm mute. Oh, in my ear. Go on.
Hold on. Let me say this. And let us say this.
Vigilant. 1 minute. Let me talk to moderator. Moderator, you see when you see them come with violence, deep
Negative
violence like
comments.
that, mute. You have to know who to mute. Some of them just give them a big boot like all him a while ago. Straight black. Anybody will come.
No, you know what you do? You actually let them sink themselves, because when they talk all that violence against people that are having a conversation, these lies are recorded. These lines are recorded. Nobody's talking violent. So when you're coming and attacking a group of people that are conversating, publicly threatening people, you're the one that's gonna have the problem.
But a lot of times
when I hear them from Zara today, Zara with the chat about seriousness. We don't want no chat. We don't want a distraction today. Get rid of Zara.
Listen, you see, Bala. Our people like Zara and the one where you blocked just now. Would listen to Andrew Holness talk nonsense to people. I'm gonna let the Jews take over Jamaica and you will live like Arawak's Indian. And they would say, "Oh, bing-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling," and then you ask, what did he say? They don't know.
Yeah.
Right? They don't have a clue what he just said. Which is true. It's the truth. They haven't got a clue what he says just now.
The Brad want to say
when
something.
you ask them say, "Is my prime minister?"
Let Brad say what she wanted to say.
All right, let me say this right
What?
out.
You know
March, It don't have anything to do with politics. This march is...
It's about Jamaica people.
This march is all about Jamaica and what is happening here now.
Right.
Remember that a lot of our brothers and sisters, they don't have access to any form of internet service, and therefore they can't highlight what is happening with them. They don't have any representation because no one has gone to see them. Honestly, when we have our elderly still out in the cold and we have children
disabled
to use placards to
Bala, bring up chef.
food.
Bring up chef now. Bring up chef.
Those are the things that we're protesting about. So it has nothing at all to do with politics, honestly. So that is something that we need to let persons understand. This is not the PNP thing, and it's not against JLP.
It's about Jamaica.
This is about Jamaica. This is us Jamaicans standing up for what is right. There's a lot of injustice happening in the country where this disaster is concerned. The aid that is coming in is being weaponized. Persons are getting and some persons are not getting. And if I am here and I send to another parish for a specific set of persons to get, you can't get up and weaponize it and say, oh, she pick and choose who to get it. It's not government assistance. It's coming from my pocket. So because I'm aware of the need of those persons, I send it. So it should not be stolen. And because I talk about it, you come and call me liar or tell me, oh, because she sent it to XYZ, that's why. No, it is wrong. So it has nothing to do with politics. So persons understand that this has nothing to do with politics. So I'm asking persons, I'm urging persons, remember when we were being oppressed by the British? Remember our women came out, our men came out.
Come on, don't talk about that right now.
Hold on. I'm getting there. Remember, Paul Bogan got
so in the beginning, so in the front, in the end.
A reality.
Hold on.
No, remember where I'm living. Remember where I'm from.
Yes. Remember. Oh, sorry, Patrick Grace. Sorry. All right.
No matter where you live, you're born Jamaican.
Remember, George William Garden got up. Remember, Nanny of the Maroons got up. Remember, Kojo got up. Remember, other persons who had no affiliation to, they could have stayed one side and watch. Remember, for how many persons don't know this, remember that back in those days, if you did not have property valuing 10 shillings and over, you were not eligible to vote. And this is for the men. This is for the men. Remember, it was years after us females were able to vote. If it is that you did not have land, you could not vote. That is how George William Garden, the land that he had in his possession for himself, remember that is how he decided to parcel them up and sell them for kwati. Or me say kwati, me mean little bit of nothing. Little bit of nothing. And that is how a lot of persons were able to have a voice.
But these people fought for us already.
Remember that us as black people.
Exactly.
Remember that because we did not have land, we did not have property valuing over 10 pounds. Remember that we could not vote because voting back then was not a right.
We have it, but
it was a monopoly back then. And because of that, we had no representation whatsoever. We had no right to schools. We had no right to fair wages. Remember those 80 hours that we had to work. Even our children, our 12-year-olds, our 8-year-olds. Remember they had to work.
Mr. Michael says equal right for women.
Right, it is long after, Michael, it is long after we had equal rights for women. I'm talking back in a time where color and money was the order of the day. And if you did not own property, it was a George William Garden who parceled out his property and sold it for a little bit of nothing to persons who no longer were employed, but them were employed who were no longer on those plantations.
And please remind them that in those days, girls used to have to learn to be dressmaker. They could call them centuries. They could go to school if they were black.
No.
And the men used to so the black one used to have to go in the cane field.
I'm talking way before then. What I'm talking about is way before then. I'm talking when that S word was quote unquote abolished. Remember, our foreparents were turned away from those plantations with just them little sock over them back and the two little pieces of grass in them back. So I'm talking way before all of those laws came into place.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is this is not
But them take the place from 1914.
It is not political. This is us picking up back the mantle. It is unfortunate that we are back here again, having to do something similar to what a Paul Bogle did, and Nanny of the Maroons did, a George William Gordon did, and so many, Marcus Garvey. Am I saying that we're going to guerrilla warfare? You don't have to fight guerrilla warfare with fists and all of that. We can do it with our voices. We can do it with the colors that we select. We can do it with pen and paper. When I say pen and paper, I mean a cardboard and a Sharpie pen, and you say your words. Those are powerful.
Remember, they are using word wizardry. That's what they use and write us out of history.
Let us not allow them to intimidate us and to come again and tell lies. So you see the pickaxe, our words will be the pickaxe. You see the pie, that piece of cardboard is going to be the pie. You see the other weapons that he's talking about, the one that he used to clear the land so you can plant your crops them, that is going to be
name ox. Name is ox.
That is going to be
from way back
numbers.
May I also just make one suggestion?
Yes.
Sure.
I would like to see some real representation for Jamaica. Some real Rastafarians, some real everything that represents Jamaica is a light skin or white. That's not what the Jamaican people are. They got melanin, man. We have the strength of our melanin. Let's put some of that up and let that run.
We're going to have it mixed Jamaica because everyone loves Jamaica.
Africa. Yeah. For the rest of them really are looking to Africa, you know. Them not looking to
Whitey, you know, everyone loves Jamaica. Yeah.
You know. So yeah, it come with culture and it come with historical.
Because the other day they were protesting about Trory here, the Rastas.
Yes. Do you know why?
I'm still waiting
do you know why?
them come back to
do you know why they were protesting? I supported that. I support Abraham Traore 100%. Do you know why?
Yeah, we are saying that, but what we are saying...
You know why? Because Abraham Traore, okay, I'm just going to be very, very brief on this. Abraham Traore was a young man who saw as a child growing up in his country, his culture, where the people did not matter. And he overthrew the government not once, but twice. And he's had how much attempts on his life? Why do you think that is? He's not a dictator. He has provided, since he's been president, he has provided healthcare free to all of his citizens. Every single Burkina has a home. They have employment. They have free education.
And him play a ball with them.
They're being taught how to be self-reliant, meaning they rely on what their country produces.
Jamaica, 1 second. We talk about this on other platform, right? And people said, oh, we can't be like Abraham Traore. Fair enough. He's got more resources than what have you. But, hold on, we can take a couple leaves out of his book. People. We can take leaves out of his book to how he does things.
Our parents, them they live here, our country was better. Did better than how it is now. Them did
okay, so Jamaica was better. Jamaicans
everything.
Don't have any culture anymore. You got your land has been stolen and bamboozled.
Right. Right. And if
Hey,
we
look
don't
here,
get
I
it
don't
back,
cut you there. Look here, I don't cut you. I can drop this 2 cents here. Remember, you know, me have some experience in Jamaica. Remember when Michael Manley was a prime minister for Jamaica? Growing up as a little girl coming up, everybody did under one umbrella. Everybody did under one umbrella.
Because he was for the people.
And the nearest neighbor would have was Cuba. It was Cuba with a friend with. And we'd have some of the best nurses, doctors, and teachers in Jamaica.
Because they come from
Who
Cuba.
lit up and everything. Who them send for come march in the country? Because when I reach out
The
to
CIA implanted me.
Michael Manley, they said to that country when me in a say, me not join no alliance with you because you not come tell me, oh, me for deal with my people them. You understand me? And you not take no talk from them. Who them send? Now see how them said?
Can I say
Because when
something
me
though?
remember our money have more value than US.
Definitely.
Hold on a
Money
minute.
have more value than US because the
Hold
biggest
on
one
a
was at
second.
$20. You
Listen
understand
to
me?
me.
And the people
You
them,
put-
the Jamaican people them, lower white man to come and brainwash them
yeah.
over them own prime minister who born and grew in a Jamaica. You understand me? I never come with the interest to put Jamaica on the map. Him come with the interest to mash down Jamaica. The first thing him come in, him say free education and mash up the country. Kind of one we educated. When him close down Jamal, the 14 parish, them did have clinic. Well, 6 o'clock in the night, you be able to take the car, you can go to clinic up
And
and
you used to go have baby at clinic too.
You
You
understand
know
me?
that that is a,
And when this man come down, when this man come away, him do, him close on the hospital, close on the clinic them. You remember a time him keep a meeting and him say to the Jamaican people, them say, as what Pacha Grace say for real, them on go blow on and not listen when him say, I go and lock on the dung tighter than a sardine tin and them they are blue and
Yes.
and
say
them
that
hold
from
on a
the
minute. Hold on
Yeah,
a minute.
60s
You
man, and me I
want,
said that from a liquor.
if you want things to change,
So look
and
here,
you
so
want to
here,
do,
what, so
hold on
look
a
here,
minute.
we're in Jamaica, make a finish land now. So look
Yeah,
here,
let me finish.
we farming, we are deal with farming, we couldn't hungry, we have the
We want
MC,
corn, we want rice.
everything, and we are exports goods.
And we used to have plant rice in
You
our Westmoreland.
understand me?
We
So,
used to have everything.
so is the JLP party from long time? Cause my grandmother make me know say, growing up on a Bustamante party, you understand me? When fear husband at work.
What's the solution?
A cheese tin, she usually put in food in her.
What's your
And when Mike and
solution?
man come in a power, them know about pirate dish. So
Ah,
go
you
share
mean.
man food in a pirate
So
dish.
what
give
would
it
you
to the
suggest
camera
would be
work.
a good solution? I hear everything you're saying.
And the
now.
people them have to stand up together.
Yes,
The people them have to stand together.
1 minute, a country who cannot feed themselves cannot grow because car need gas to run, people need food to eat, and the food give you the brain, the power, the everything. The herbs, God put it half away, and we are go around everything and make them and send me a pies and come give us.
Exactly. So
Let me
here's what I've been
just say
saying.
one thing because I might soon come. Just the other night on the news, we saw where another investor come again in Clarendon this time, buying out the sugar factory called Tropical Sugar. When me look the big white, listen man, they hurt it to me pouring up people. Right, that's the night before last time we sit on the news. And I'm saying what? And then the people then start clap when they hear say them are going to get back sugar factory. But who own the sugar factory? Where are our Jamaicans that
I am so pained right now. You guys are
My
causing
parents working at the cane factory for
right now.
years. Yes.
But we tell you, then send
And
out
it is called
everything so they don't
tropical
have
what? Tropical sugar.
Give me an
That's why Princess, it won't me see the Rastafari.
It's not like you don't know. It's not like
That's
you
why it won't me
don't
see the
know.
Rastafari. Then Princess I come out. Yeah, me love Charway, yes, cause me love when I do film
Me love Charway.
Yeah.
But them not live in Africa.
But same like
But
when
we
they
have
can
one
come
in
out to
Jamaica
Charway, then
now.
come out to Jamaicans.
Come out for Jamaica people. Look how far
Our four
Africa they
parents
went
to
up for
Africa.
have a
Yes.
passport.
Hold on my side, hold on. Remember a platform you sound well nice and thing a while ago. You know. One at a time.
Let's go, because I think it's on their own conversation. You see a dress there, we see a big designer, huh? You see a big designer, we see a dress that this designer made, and wow, everybody's wowed by this dress. And we as not as big designers, we come and do a model of this dress now. Yeah. You understand? So we all have our own version. Hold on, let me finish. We all have our own version of this dress. You understand me? So it's the same thing for your lives. If you cannot envision your independence, your own self-reliance, there's nothing you're going to envision. If you cannot see why it's important to feed your own and make money from your own and keep your own to yourself.
Yes, self-reliance is the key. Michael, tell us. Yes.
That's why Michael eat what you grow and grow what you eat.
You have great products. You have great products in Jamaica.
Pull up in our live a while ago. And then I diaspora. I'm one of them where I will the same vision and makes like we cash or big up yourself. You know, I don't know if anybody hear about this 1 million mark for them organized next year.
Yep, July 24, 2026.
Okay, so this bro, I'm the first and I know about it. Cash Society, go and bless up yourself. For you did, I try to reach out here from what I'm not get you here. Big up yourself, Team G. If you want to box in a car, we're on the same agenda still. Would you have a floor while I continue?
I just want to say this, okay? Everything begins at home. So all of your strengths and all of your flaws, everything that you possess, you gained it. It started from at home, from your upbringing, from what you saw around you, all of that. Now, if you are not able to be able, and I'll just give you a perfect example. I'll use myself. I would live this spoiled life when I was in Canada. I had a fancy car, fancy house, everything. I had everything nice. But you know what? I realized that I was unhappy. I felt like a slave. I felt like a robot. The more money I made, the more debt I accumulated. You understand me? And you know what I did? I gave everything away. Everything. I gave it away. And I moved to Jamaica. You know why? Because this is the only country in the world that carries its own vibe. And it's a known fact of Jamaica, that Jamaica has its own vibe. There's no other country. So do you think when people like me want to disconnect from our North American life where we're slaves to the system, and we come to Jamaica, we want to come to Jamaica because they have the best casinos and they have the best hotels? No, man, we want to come for your culture.
True. Yes. True. And when time I left here, I go back to Jamaica, I buy a piece of land.
We appreciate that a lot. We appreciate you. We appreciate love. We appreciate. Yeah, we appreciate love you, Jamaica.
Appreciate love, me. Right.
Anash, welcome to the live. You have been in the box for a while. What's up?
Okay,
Anash,
again, let me just say one more thing, because I hardly said. So because of what we see is happening in the West, and I'm talking because I'm also a farmer. Me everything. Me sing, me do everything. But this part of me is a farmer too. So me and my farm group, we have been coming together now, and we say, here what? We are in the East. We are going to feed the West. So we are preparing land right now where we live right now as we speak to plant for the people in the West. Because they used to be... Thank you. So we are not going to make Andrew Holness led government. If you notice, I said led government. Take the joy and peace away from this country. So this is what, because I'm the vice president for my farm group. So I'm not talking like just a normal member in the group. I am the vice president, so I am leading the charge with my farmers and say, here we're going to plant for them now because they lost it.
And don't take no rather product.
We have a thing where we store up and store up already.
Nice.
So we are just now gonna clean up. So my president assured me that she's coming to where I live in my yard. We're gonna clean up, and then we are going back to her and the other farmers, and we're gonna do the best thing for the people next year.
Princess, hold on, let me jump in quick. Please let them know that St. Thomas one of the best yam that you can think about. St. Thomas have it in abundance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You already let them know, and we will let them know. I'm glad to hear that, darling. I'm glad to hear because the best yam lost, and that is the Trelawney. Yes. And when we lost Trelawney yam, and that was considered the best yam. Yeah. And so me glad for here. So what when I come for yam head, brat, you know, tell me, say me now go get no yam head, cause we are go planting and all.
But look here, Brat. Brat.
Yes, little miss.
Do you have space at St. Thomas to plant? Because remember, you know, Andrew say, you know, the people in Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth and St. Mary, St. Thomas, them for come start the farming, you know.
No man, hold on a little bit. No, I know that St. Thomas something there run. Hold on a little bit. First thing first, let me say this. We have land at St. Thomas for farming. Let me say another thing. I am a St. Thomas native. I don't live in St. Thomas, but I'm a St. Thomas native. Princess Margaret Hospital. My born I'm an able string cut. So you know that I am an intruder. And then my born, them able string cut. Yeah? Alright. And I wouldn't be surprised if me and Princess turn out to be family. Some of family that big. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I am not from St. Thomas, sweetie. I am in St. Andrew. I'm a Trelawney girl, but
you're a Trelawney girl.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, man.
But I'm a farmer, so yeah.
Right. So yeah.
Right. So let us work assiduously because this man is using all the word assiduously and him don't fit it. It don't fit him. And I see him walk around from where there with it. And the people are still suffering and hungry. You know, remember, so St. Elizabeth is called the bread basket. I will look at the bread basket and see how it destroyed by this hurricane. We can't afford it.
Well, you know what? I went to the grocery store. I went to the grocery store yesterday and I went to the grocery store a week ago. And there's hardly any Jamaican products on the shelf. Everything is imported from America. A tomato was $561 for one tomato. And let me just say something to you. You don't think that it was deliberate that they hit where all your farming is? Yes. It's not only St. Elizabeth. It's Montego Bay. It's other parts of the island also that got hit bad where food grows. And you know, they did that purposely because Andrew Holness has now allowed his cronies in America to profit off of not only the storm, because now they're talking about, inflation's going to go up by 3.5% now because of the storm. And recession is going to happen. And you know what? He promised his party and the people of Jamaica. He didn't only talk to JLP. As Prime Minister, you talk to the people of Jamaica. You represent all the people. That your minimum wage was going to double. And now he can't even give the nurses and the cops their raise.
Propaganda. He can do it, but he just don't want to. He can do it, but he wants to keep down the people.
Trelawney, as everybody knows, happened. They didn't even pay some essential workers. Trelawney, as everybody knows.
Well, I'm not finished that now. Actually finished that.
Question to everyone.
We have to talk with her.
What if it is possible? I'm not saying it is possible, just if it is possible to get some of the essential workers or even the taxi men. Although we know, like, what about a no movements day or 2 or 3? Would that be more effective?
No, it not gonna work.
Why?
It not gonna work.
What's not gonna work?
Why
it's not gonna work?
Right. Only why it wouldn't work is because the people them don't discipline, and that's why I hear people saying them yeah. Stop send them rules and something can give people them down there because the people them down there not try for themselves.
Yes.
That me hear people I said them a big on TikTok and all of that. And
that's why no one why you say it wouldn't work if everybody decides to strike. It work in a little miss.
No, work with people. Not gonna work.
Well, on the bliss.
Yeah, and
this way, you know, if we get more people to just stay home, And they are too willing to do the sacrifice. Like taxi man play an integral part in a Jamaica. I can't tell her that. You see me? So if like that's what I think about. It might sound hard, but I think that would be even more effective.
They're not unite.
Sorry.
They're not
You know-
unite
Yeah,
to do
they're not
that.
unite, but
Yeah,
if
yeah,
if
They're
it-
not
if
unite
it-
to do that.
You
if
know
it's
what she
even
probably mean by
80%,
that?
if it's even
Some of us say-
80%, it's good. You know, if you have 100%, you can have
Some of us say them
80%.
all do it. If you start it, some more say them all do it, and some not go want do it. I just
Yeah,
like one.
Okay,
one-
you know what? We need to focus. Listen to me. You need to focus on what can happen. Everything
Yeah.
that you think can't happen,
Yes,
put it out
word
of your
is
mind.
power. Word is power, and that I keep on
That's
telling
that's
people.
what I believe, because in 85, when they strike and lock down the country for almost 2 weeks. In 98 again with the gas right, them lock down the country. In last
Right.
year when they put on a lot
Right.
of ticket and put say $2,000 for seat belt if you not have it on. The taxi
Right.
man them out of half a tree crossroad and the whole cross.
But the country never locked down. But it never locked
Well, I
down.
know, but they
No,
couldn't
but
get
we're
no
not saying
drive.
100%.
They couldn't get no drive. They couldn't
Right.
go move, so it actually locked down.
And
That's
you
what
s- and
we're
you s-
saying. Because
Yes.
you can't get no drive, figure where you
Yeah.
go. You go
What
let
you're
your yard.
doing is interrupting the system.
Of course.
Yes.
So when
That's
you say
what you
can,
want to do.
it
You want
don't
to
have to be
interrupt the
100.
You want
system.
to interrupt the system.
You want me
Yes,
say now? Look here now. You want me to
Knowledge is
say?
power.
It's only when pressure take taxi man roll out. You understand me?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
only when pressure take taxi man roll out.
All right, here
All
this guy
Jamaican
up now,
people,
little
look here
bit.
now, hold on now. All Jamaican people stay. Some of us say, oh, them,
We don't need them.
Oh, you
We don't need them.
negative in
Look here now.
yes,
No,
yes,
no,
yes.
me dey on the ground. Hey, me dey look here now. Me dey on the ground.
It doesn't matter. We're not going to get all Jamaican. Not all
You there,
Jamaicans are
man,
going
Bula.
to
We dey on the
Why
ground.
you weed away from that? Come in.
Bula, Kuna, we dey on the ground. I see something going on already. We are
Yes, 1
instigate
minute
something.
before you continue. You may answer this thing. You have to know. No,
That's
bless.
negative.
Let's have a continue talk, but may I say something before she talk? You have to know, say, your word is power. And
Power.
we don't want to do like the ones that we are trying.
Yeah.
Discourage we over
Don't
here.
beat.
Anything that is
No,
possible.
me not discouraged. No.
Yeah, but you
God, the
saying
same
it now
thing
go
with
work, it
the
now go work.
Then
It's a
the same- look
discourage.
here. Then the last night we dey on a platform, I thought the same thing too. I
No,
said,
it will work.
That's
It
why
will
that's where
work.
the word say it now go work. That's why it now go work. I'm not done as
And little me say no white we work. If me get up and call you and say, little me say, you know, say me now go out this morning because we are going to show the taxi man them say. And if everybody hear the message and say the same thing, taxi can't drive.
look here now. Last night we dey
Good
on a
point,
platform and the
princess.
same thing we
Taxi
are
can't
talking.
drive. So it
We
will
not-
work.
Can I ask
Can
can I
Let me
say
say something
something?
now. Let me say something now.
No,
Last
I
night
want
we
to
dey
say
on a
something to you guys
platform. We're
about
talking
this
about the
discipline.
same
Hold
thing.
on a
that
minute.
you say when
Bless.
the doctor say you're
Bless.
sick,
Give
and you
me
have to go
one
and
moment,
doctor, and
please,
doctor
okay?
tell you say if you not get up and go exercise, you now go get for walk. You make up your mind and go
Yeah,
exercise.
but you
Hold on a minute. Let me
Yeah, you want me to say,
Hold
look
on,
here.
Jamaica,
Hold on there.
Jamaica.
You want me to say?
hold on a minute, please. Let me ask you a question, okay? You see all the Kentucky, you see all the Popeyes, you see all the Harveys and Wendy's and all that bullshit. First of all, that's poisoning your children.
Bullshit, poison.
Second of all, if you stop supporting those
Buy them
business,
there.
you cripple
Buy
their
them there.
economy. They gotta close down now because they're not making the money that they're used to. Jamaicans need to take their power back.
The people them not understand. Them don't understand and keep and say it can't. That is derogative word. Even man in a derogative word.
All right, look here now. Let me show you something now. Look here.
Every day.
Let me show
If
you
you
something
don't
now.
try, you can't
Last
win.
night we
And
dey
if
on
you
the
don't
look here
try,
now.
you can't
Who now?
fail.
Last
That's
night
the
we dey
last
on a
one.
platform. I talk about the same thing. See me? I will have about 3 taxi man pan it. We come from down the country. And we are say, you know what say we prefer a no movement demonstration like how Anjo, the lock we down in a COVID. We could have locked down our own self, you know.
What
In
of
the
the
lock
scheme?
we
What
down.
of
Why
the
we not
scheme?
lock? Kuna, you hear them say, oh, if them not work for them, pick the can eat and read them not depend that.
That's
You understand
bullshit,
me?
man.
taxes.
So when
Them they
so
are the
when me I try to
taxes.
show it, look
Blast,
at let me finish
blast.
start now. Let me finish start now. Me see many times taxi man they on strike.
Bless,
And when them organize and say, when them organize and say, watch ya, come we go up on strike. You have some park up and some still a drive.
Bless.
You
Don't
understand me? So you with the point where me I get to Bula. You with the point where me I get to.
No man, Bula, batty boy them from Trinidad.
Yeah,
man,
sorry. Bala me mean. Yeah, where I get to Bala. We have to unite. We have to come together. We have to put where the orange and put where the green and say this is for our children, our grandchildren.
So let me ask you a question, Bless.
We have to come together underneath one umbrella and unite.
Bless.
And take the street.
Bless.
But
Hold on a minute.
Hold
on a minute. Bless. You can't talk by yourself. You have to let people answer you, respond to you.
Yes.
You've been saying for the last 25 minutes that it can't happen.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna say, if you're in our camp and you're saying it can't happen,
Spirit bless. The change of mindset, the bless.
No, what I mean? Me mean say
No,
some
speak it
people
into
not
being,
want to do
bless.
it.
Words are power. Speak it into being.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
it
we
will
have to change our
happen.
mindset.
It will happen. We are going to make it happen.
You're talking good, but I don't like that mindset of you.
Yeah, we have to change.
Can't. And that's what we keep telling ourselves. Can't.
What your name down about up? She have to gather that straight there because let me give you a little example. Same place in a center me down there the other day. And the road from anybody know the road from Centers we come to Limal, from Limal go with the East Center or whatever to one place near Lums. Let me tell you something. The patrol them where they come like a river bed. And when some of the taxi man them say, all right, the setter say 5 of them, 6 of them say we are going to block the road. The other rest them say them have to go make their money.
Okay,
They open the block. And that they open the block after the road now block them have to go make their money.
You know, stay suffer. Them.
Yeah.
Same thing now try to show you.
Them terrible.
Well, stay suffer. Since as everybody say can, you stay suffer then.
If we just build up this strength, me understand where you say bless. Trust me.
Infinity, hear my point.
It will work.
You see, if they open the block, and people mean said today we not go have no movement here.
Earlier when we like, Princess.
Yes.
You see what Princess said? Me I give back your mic in a Princess, but Princess said something that makes so much sense. Because I just taxi man can't work without passenger.
Precisely, them can't work without passenger.
Right. Princess said it makes
so they could have black like more and open black like more. If the passenger say we not send we pick their school today, we not go nowhere. You think they can drive?
I saw we have to do it.
Can't drive.
I saw it have to go happen.
So it can't happen. Faith without work is dead. That's dead and alive. Faith without work is unalive. So if we have the faith, work will go on. Then we pick their school. I tell you, don't take the taxi today.
Yeah, what we mean? Oh,
the responsibility.
That are the citizens them where I go come out and say them not take a taxi car demonstration. You have to come in and eat.
Yes.
Fine.
That's what I'm saying. So we not go drive empty today because we don't know. We not come out no movement day.
Yeah, and it said time teach your kids them at home.
And at the same time we turn on with internet, turn on with tablet, turn on with phone, and say pick no sit down here so we are gonna teach you today. We not send no out for no boy and no girl drive.
But me like that little talk. Me like that little talk. What you say earlier about the day off? What you say? What you say about
movement day?
Yeah, because watch you know, as you say the COVID, we did lockdown.
Look at that.
We did unalive.
You see?
Yeah, unalive.
Me dey on a platform last night.
Yeah.
If him can't lock we down, why we can't lock down?
Why we can't lock down ourselves?
Lock down ourselves. Can't they lock we down?
And show him say we not go housing trust today, we not go tax office today, we not business with you.
Of course.
So lock we down, so we lock down ourselves, but how much of them willing to do it and not can talk about?
Look here, once we start, they come in, somebody has to start somewhere. You see, when people see we start, one thing with people in this country, we are replicate of each other. Replicate means we imitate people. So when they sing you, they keep the dance, they'll come and you dance.
Call a friend, tell everybody, don't take no taxi to work today.
Hold on there. Everybody, stick up. You not hear me properly?
Yeah, we are here. When you come like a year pin stick a while ago.
Why? I want to talk to First Lady. First Lady, unmute your mic, baby, please.
Blessings. Welcome.
First Lady, the other day, me had up on a live, right? I'm not even sure if we were right here. However, you were asking me about something about Maroon. Did you send somebody named Official Chev a voice note?
Did I send who?
Somebody named Official Chev.
I don't even know who that. I don't even know who that is.
You know that youth recorded us on the live and posted it on his page, telling Andrew Hall. Listen to me. We have to be careful, you know. We have to really be careful on this TikTok. You have a guy named Official Chev. Record me and you. The time when you asked me about the Maroons and if me can come help you march. Do you remember that? That guy recorded that and have it in a post on his page right now, like 22 hours ago, saying he got a voice note from you, but because I know your voice so good from the 2 times you talk, I know that it was the same conversation. This guy is trying to send a message. I'm not even positive. It's either here or over, mama son. However, bro, this dude will have so much followers, recorded the live, and I send it out in a post, same I send message to Andrew Holness, say the Maroons and Chief Curry, even I put up Chief Curry picture, say we are trying to take down Andrew Holness. And you remember how you were saying,
Yeah. I remember we
like
were on
we only need
live.
you're willing to fight, but you don't want anybody using you to take down Andrew and Ray.
Yeah.
The guy have up the exact recording.
Are you serious?
I swear to God, I have a different label on it. So the world I gotta take it different. Like me left like 6 comments underneath the post just now.
Them play it last night. A lie.
I swear to God, like we need to be careful. We need to be careful. Like First Lady, your voice is right now on a recorded thing in a post on TikTok right now going viral, saying that they got a voice note from you with your voice saying that we're trying to team up and take down Andrew Holness. I swear to God, like me don't know if God disconnect me off of the live because I was here earlier. And I don't know if for some reason me disconnect as me come back on TikTok and hit me and see. I don't know.
Oh my God.
But it's there. But that's a real problem. Them are stirred this, bro.
Yeah, problem. And they're going to do that because they're agents.
What happened?
Exactly. Because she
First Lady, hold on, calm down.
Repeat.
So we have
hold on, bro. Me go download the video and come back.
We have digital footprint. Excellent. Forward up in our box. Brat, where you going, Brat?
But these things said every day on TikTok about Andrew Holness, so she not feel intimidated.
Don't be free. We have digital footprints and them things. Don't make them intimidate you.
Oh no, I'm not worried about that at all.
Right, that's what I say. What he says,
I'll back anything I say. Anything I say, I
not surprising.
No, remember what I said to you? You remember what I said to you to the princess?
Right.
Keep it on a level. And not scary, but we have to be smart.
Yeah.
Remember when they say, when we 4 parents, them and them marry them and make them planning, them this smart and meticulous with it, that is exactly what me I say.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
What I'm saying, Infinity, is that these things said every day. So when them have fear voice, it is said that a lot of people say it. Say you need to step down, them are going to take him down. People say it. So, me not surprised.
Yeah, but what I say still now, for this man spreading propaganda upon you now, but I just advise if you deal with it lawfully still. Yes,
yes.
Because she never said
if there's something for me to deal with, yes, it's going to be dealt with. Yeah. But I mean, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say... And besides, I want the man to step down. I do not think he's a good prime minister. I think he is.
I was still
and I'm going to defend that till the day that I die. And if they have to take blood from me for that, then that's what they got to do.
Exactly.
They got to do what they got to do. It's my belief. It's a freedom of speech. And I would say that about him. I would say that about the PNP. Whoever is not running my country right,
I will
Wanna
tell
say
them
about
you're
them.
not running my
Everybody.
country right.
Right.
And I will do whatever I have
Remember
to
this,
do
you know.
to make sure that you do step down so
remember
that
this, you know.
somebody that is properly able to come and run my country, it can come up and take that place. Whether it be,
Talk girl, 100.
I don't care. Whoever.
Remember this, you
Come
know.
at me. I'm ready.
And
That's
this is
how I am.
Remember this, you know.
Step
Well,
down,
you
down.
have Deal kind of low still.
Remember this, you know. We're talking about the Moors, you know. And remember, you know, the grassroots Moors, them spell M-U-U-R-S. The Moors, them will go over the other side and go build and something and come back and sell out the country. Them spell M-O-O-R-S. And we find that in a historical thing. They are two different, a paper genocides. So a two different set of Moors, them speak about this. So you understand? So we have to know, and that's why we say if we don't know history and knowledge is power. So even paperwork, you have to know how to present it. Because paper wizardry, that's what they use on us. So people them have to get really smart with even presenting their paperwork.
Well, and Colin,
That's what I'm saying.
Colin, bless up yourself. After you, then we chat to excellent. Where are you, Colin?
And then me.
All right, Soul Rebel, bless up.
So yesterday, I watched Parliament, right?
Yeah.
There's a debate about who gets what between the Prime Minister and Angela Brownberg, right? So the Prime Minister said that Adpem created a program where they will now publicly shows which MP get what. And so all the PNP MP them are complaining that them not get nothing. Now you are going to show us that them get what it is that them get.
And they were talking about partisan behavior and stuff.
Right. So I must say, there's a rumor going around that JLP only a give to JLP people, and him said the rumor has been spread by Angela Brownberg. So Angela Brownberg stand up and say, a lie you tell.
Listen.
And the difference between me and what I read online is that me I say it in front of your face. You see? Say a lie you tell. So now, afterward now, the Prime Minister come back and say, well, we are going to show on the program of ADPEM what each constituency gets, right? So now, if you're, that's why I'm telling you, when you listen to Andrew, you have to read between the line and listen to him carefully. You see? Because first him say it are going to show what each MP get, then him come back and say it are going to show what each constituency get.
Crazy.
Now, if you show what each constituency get, it will show a lot. But it doesn't mean that the MP got a lot.
Right.
Because of the fact that they are sending things down to constituency and only giving it to JLP people alone. You see? So what they're doing is sending things and giving it to caretakers, and the caretakers are distributing it. So say, for example, you send things down to Hanover Eastern, right? Hanover Eastern now shows that them get 10 ton of things. The MP probably only get 1 ton, right? So the Prime Minister is misleading the country when he's saying the app is going to show what each MP get and then come back.
Misinformation.
Yeah. And this is how Andrew talk, him double talk all the while. So even in the same statement that he's talking about, him a mislead and a contradict him oneself. Because I know say him can't say the PNP MP, them get a lot. So him come back and say constituency because say him knows that say he's been sending stuff to the various constituency in the West, but it's only going to JLP communities. You see? And that's why Dr. Daz can say people are selling stuff because the JLP people are not only getting from the MP of the constituency, but also getting from the Minister of Labour and the Prime Minister.
Somebody fix up that one there for me now. Venomous or when I'm killing them.
So,
Speech on mic button.
The difference between me and what the person in the next one is that me watch the entire parliament. Me not watch outtake. You see? Me not watch outtake because he's a political junkie. So therefore, me watch the entire parliament from the speaker gavel parliament in session to when time the credits are roll up on here or something like so me I wait for like back in the days movie when it's at the end. You see? So that is exactly what happened yesterday in the parliament. But the thing that the point that I'm trying to make is that the prime minister know within himself that they are actually, because if you watch him yesterday and listen to him talk, he was stuttering, and anytime you hear Andrew stutter, you know say him either caught in a lie or him try and make up a story. You see? And so you can watch him body language and know when him a lie because he lose confidence and him start to search for words and start to misspeak continuously.
I agree because
with that. Him no said I say a lie, him did that tell.
Yeah.
You're a keen observer. I see
the body language. Yeah, I saw that too.
Where are
Colin?
all the
time.
Colin, Focus has said they are going to spend millions from the money to build an app. Is that so? The
app is already built. It's an AdPem app. So wherever the money is coming from with the AdPem budget, I think it's coming from.
Can the state a figure of how much the app will cost?
No, they didn't say how much the app is going to cost. But
what about transparency then?
The other day in the special session that Peter Bunting oversees, the AdPem executive commander Gail did say that they're going to build an app to show some form of clarity and some form of what do you call it now? The word number more. You just said it a while ago. Transparency, right. But what I'm saying is that this is where you have to watch for the labor rights because they will come out and it is transparent, but them write it away where it's not really transparent. So like what the Prime Minister said yesterday, if you must say, well, we are going to show what the constituency get, that's not factual because MP didn't get what the constituency get.
Boy, Colin, I don't think I can put it any better. I left yesterday. I left listening to the Prime Minister in Parliament. Thinking that the Jamaican government got a loan of $6.8 billion US to help with reconstruction. It was after listening to the PAAC, I realized that the way the Prime Minister framed it was totally different from the information. The way he framed it gave me a total different idea from what the information that should have been communicated would have been. And many people, even the headline said Jamaica gets 6.7 billion or 6.8 billion for aid, when the actual figure was 3.8, because 2.4 billion out of that is actually for private sector money. If they want to borrow it, and that money would not even have been yet. So, you know, I will tell you, these guys have a way of framing stuff that if you don't get a second source of information, you might tend to believe the unicorn meat is available for sale based upon how they frame their stuff. And I think it is not good for democracy. It's not good for the country because people will live with a lot of this information. Just like how the finance minister came to Parliament with a bill she did not even scrutinize properly. She had to be sent back to the drawing board by Mark Golin.
Excellent. You know that remind me of when you come to school and you come to class and teacher say, this paper when you write, you need to go write it over.
And it shows inadequacy. And it shows lack of competence, Colin. And that is what is the battle in Jamaica,
Yes.
The lack of depth of confidence in lack of competence within this JLP administration. I have never, this is the first in my life I have seen a finance minister come to parliament with a proposed motion and was sent back by the opposition to redo it. No. The first time I've seen that.
Not only that, but they had to pause parliament.
That's what I said, she was sent back to get it done. It's embarrassing.
But it was stopped. So she can go rewrite the paper.
Imagine you come big, bold and bad, you come present. Marina. A man said, no, man, go back. It shows incompetence at best, you know. And they don't see it. The millions, the warriors, the social media warriors, all them see. It's cost they want, cost PNP, and they can't see. Well, a lot of them don't even watch Parliament to hear these things. Because Parliament too big for them to understand. And it's sad, because if I were a supporter of the JLP, I'd have to think twice yesterday do I assess favor. Sure. And even the Prime Minister himself. You know, and any of them, you see, I would think twice about these things, because guess what? You can't be representing the country. You can't be leading the country as the chief financial officer.
Jamaica, look, big up yourself.
You can't take me down and put up what's his name? Jamaica in focus. Yeah?
You're not ready yet. You're not ready to you come with a bill to Parliament. You're not ready? No, man, something wrong with these people, man. And you are being paid 20 odd million a year? You're not ready.
Competent people.
Huh?
For the best and the most competent.
For the best and the most competent. No, sir, something wrong, man. Something is wrong. And the operatives can't see it because they are blinded. Let me tell you something. If that was a comrade, if that was a PNP Minister of Finance who did that, would have shame. I mean, have a call out shame on them.
They have to.
But the labourers can't say favor and they're ready for the job. He's grossly incompetent.
One of the things excellent to support your argument. Remember, I know, said the paper where Flavor writes, Mark Golden is the author for that paper. That bill is Mark Golden author that bill. So him know exactly what the bill is about.
No, but let me tell you something. If you're going to write a bill, you must have references. You never read the references? No. Let me tell you something. You never read the reference? You must read the reference. You must read the references, man. And the next thing you know, she came to the Parliament after 1 month of hiding. And she was asked, what are the growth strategies there for Jamaica? And her answer was, basically she was saying to us that you will know. That's why we have the Nara. And you are the finance minister, Madam Faval. We never elected Nara, in the words of some JLP supporters. We never elect Nara. So we are talking about Nara to tell us, to show us growth. And you must tell us what Nara going to do. They're not ready yet, man. They are not ready.
I don't cut you. You notice how she was reading it. It's like if somebody wrote it for her and give her it. So she didn't understand it.
I think she has saying I'm standing.
Eh?
She was saying yesterday, I think she didn't make a precise statement like she confident about what she has said.
Exactly, and that's why I say it don't look like she wrote it, because if she wrote it, she would understand what she is reading to the people then. And right away it makes you feel embarrassed.
Yeah, I
she
felt
just like to embarrass herself, because it's not she's the finance minister, she just stand by.
Yeah, I felt like I felt like even a lot of the things that was said yesterday was written by other people.
Make excellent.
One of the things what she said, right? When Andrew spoke about the GDP of the country, and the GDP of the country before Melissa was 20 billion, was about 18 billion US. And Andrew asked her, so what's the GDP of the country now, Minister? And she basically looked for Andrew and tell Andrew it's 20 billion. How does the GDP remain the same or grow after Melissa? We don't understand the GDP must go down.
They never reverse that part, man.
You know, and I wonder if this lady, I mean, I study economics, not finance. But you know the basic thing there, and she...
This is one of the reasons I say, you see, I think the opposition leader will step up them game, because if we as a layman are looking to them thing and them in a parliament, what is going on with them?
I think the PNP the problem with the PNP is that the PNP need to become even more vociferous. The problem is that once they become vociferous, the media, the government uses the media to start creating negative narrative about the PNP.
Yes,
to get
so
the pushback. That is the problem. Because you would never hear the media talk about the erroneous bill that Faval brought to the parliament. You would never speak about that.
True.
It was in their bill. Because that needed. But make somebody in the PNP say something wrong, they're going to roll it. I see a pastor man say, oh, Dwayne Bars has been missing in this constituency. But me see pictures of Dwayne Bars in the constituency doing clear packages and videos after the hurricane. And the media find that fit to carry, but not Faval erroneous bill.
Right.
But Mr.
And
Excellent,
the erroneous bill have a greater impact on the country than an MP not going to a particular community after the hurricane has blown.
Mr. Excellent, I wanna ask you something, and I'm kind of going back to what Dabala said. I feel like when they are in parliament, and especially when they are in the public eyes, and especially when you can see when Andrew is lying. You can see when he's reading off of a script. You can see these things. I'm wondering, like, that is the time for Mr. Golden to stand up and say, hey, listen, this right here is incorrect. This right here is wrong. Or you're doing this. But to me, he just seems like he's just a little bit reserved. Like he's not out there bulldozering like we are. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see that a little bit. I would like to see that type of attitude, that type of demeanor a little bit more out of him. So like, what do you find that he's a little bit timid, or, like, is he strong enough to be I'm not saying that not necessarily the leader. I think he's a great leader. I really do. But I'm saying, like, do you think he needs to what do you think he needs to be facilitated to give him that little push? Like to say, I'm going to do it. We're having that. I would like to see him come out and say, I'm with my PNP who's are marching and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like to see him do that. I would like to see him say, I'm going to be with my comrades down there at the courthouse. I would like to see that type of attitude. So what do you say? Like, how would you speak to the people to say, this is what we need to do to back him up or to give him that extra push?
That's why they behave like that, because they see that they are soft and they just take things like, oh, they push it down their throat. They need to stand up and fight fire.
Everybody, 1 minute. Soul Rebel, my apologies. They are for the longest while, Soul Rebel. I'm so sorry. My apologies. Go ahead.
Let's answer the question and then Soul Rebel can go.
I'll see a question.
Yeah, she next, because she there a long time.
So I was saying, Mark Golden as a persona is not, you see, Andrew is of this vociferous behavior than him. Mark Golden is more of a more gentle person. Okay, so what the PNP needs to do is appoint a whip or two in parliament. And whenever the little labor writers start behaving out of character, out of line, or no, behaving in their character and element, then slap them back in line in parliament. But again, in the parliament, the PNP is not allowed to express well. because of the behavior of the speakers who sit in the chair. And that is a part of the parliament too. Because the PNP
so
does
they need to work with one mic for themselves.
The PNP doesn't have enough brain in parliament. It's 28 PNP in the parliament. And any 6 of the PNP MPs in parliament can outdo the 35 labor rights. Any 6.
All right.
Any 6 of the PNP parliamentarian can overrun the 35 labor rights. They just require them to start just becoming bold. But I guess as they go more and more down the wicket, because some of them are new first timers, as they go down, they come more in the term, they can start see how them beat labor right bad.
All right, Rebel, your turn.
All right, good evening, everybody. I came to live in Jamaica in 1999 in a parish called St. Thomas. And when I came to live in Jamaica, it was under PJ Patterson. At one time, I'm not for PNP or JLP. I'm for the best person that runs the country. And for my time living in Jamaica, the best Prime Minister Jamaica ever saw was Bruce Golding. He is the first Prime Minister I see actually take up for Jamaican people and try to set the economy so that we'd have a better economy. He gave free school, free healthcare. A lot of people got their health sorted out because they didn't have to pay this money when they went to the hospital. And I really appreciated that. For the time Bruce Golding was in office, all of my school books, what I spent how much thousands of dollars for at the bookstore to send me pick them to school, pile up, till I said to my husband, I'm gonna have to donate these books. But then Post will come into power February, and by September school fee come back in, and all of my books was gone because everybody couldn't afford to go buy a book no more because I have to pay school fee now. So everybody come to collect books for my kids. My question today is, what is it going to take for Jamaican people to value themselves and get rid of these corrupt politicians on both sides? Are you guys going to really sit there and let the sitting corrupt government really give a multi-billion-dollar company, JPS, that's made over $200 million US profit off of the service of electricity in Jamaica? They've made this in profit. Profit means you've paid your bills, you've paid your workers, you've paid everything. This is your money now to the bank. You don't need to spend this money. This is a fiat. Yeah? You're going to give them $100 million, how much loan to fix up back the electricity where it was affected in the last Hurricane Melissa? Why aren't they using their profit money to shoulder what they need to fix? And then when the insurance come through, they put back the money into their bank account, their profit money. What is it going to take for Jamaican people to really get rid of all of these governments? Is my question, because I tried to galvanize the people when I first come there to live, mainly the taxi drivers in St. Thomas. I'm like, you lot can't be paying the government to have your taxi on the road. There's no public transport here. There's absolutely no public transport. If all of the taxi man, them and the van man and the bus man then decides that, me now go to a road to go to drive my vehicle today. We ain't got no transport to go anywhere. But yet you're paying the government. The government should be subsidizing you to bring this service because they haven't implemented, up to now, St. Thomas not have no public transport. Up to today, it still relies on the private entities for transportation, and yet they have to pay the government for a service the government has to implement, should implement in a country that it's in power over. That's fundamental. Transportation is fundamental for people to get to school, to work, to shop, to visit their relatives, whatever you're using. There's none. It's only private. And when police come take with them vehicle, everybody group up and I grew on. I said, you only need for good on a government house and putting the policies together and make them know, so not provide not but not charge we have to purchase we car, pay the loan every month for we car, our van or whatever. Plus we have to pay this extortionate money to have one red plate, is it what they call it, the red plate, then the insurance higher because we're public. We have to travel with passenger. The government's supposed to be supporting you to implement this service because they haven't got none. I see they know them have got to take up how much money for with the people them that's actually affected. They're gonna take up how much million with this multi-million-dollar company. Neither one of them's not good right now. I've never liked Andrew Holness. Before Melissa, me not like him because this man a Gina. Me say this man no come for Jamaica better, man. He only come for town puppet for the where them here, American and England. He's gonna sell out the rest of whatever left in Jamaica, he's gonna sell it out. I know he is. And look, I know. I'm just asking.
Okay, so respect for your input.
That was a good input.
Nobody can fly the mic and reply to her.
Let me ask her one question. Did she say Bruce Golden was a good prime minister?
In my time in Jamaica.
Colin.
Yeah.
I won't even try to go at that question because all things are subjective.
Right.
But I just want her to know that when Bruce Golding got the country, the debt to GDP was actually 115. When he left it, I think it was 140%. The Bruce Golding administration failed and damaged the relationship with the IMF that left Jamaica in the financial world as a pariah. Right?
You see the IMF.
Exactly. Leave it at that.
Excellent.
Yeah. The IMF is a criminal bank. If we
Miss, if you borrow people money, you must pay back. Anybody who believes that they must pay back on their money, they must thief.
Exactly. So Honorable, you don't know it as deep as we do, so let me educate you for 5 seconds.
Yeah, for real.
Bruce Golden actually bankrupt Jamaica.
Exactly.
In simple terms, Bruce Golden bankrupt
But
Jamaica.
Colin, before you go further, Colin, me think say still, even though I'm bankrupt Jamaica, I think he have better love and show more leadership quality than this man right now.
I agree with you. That's what I was about to say. I like Bruce as a person. He's probably one of the few, well, the only JLP prime minister that I actually like as a person. But he actually was not a good prime minister.
When Bruce Golden was in power, I had money, surplus money in my purse to do different things for my children. The other ones, the desperation of people. You see, it's when I reached back to England. When I reached back to England because my son's sick, is when I realized just how desperate Jamaica was because every single day somebody come out with,
When did you move back to England, ma'am?
I didn't actually move back
When did you move back to England, ma'am?
I came back to England in 2018 because my son was sick and he needed somebody to look after him after he came out of the hospital.
Back to England in 2018. And you think Jamaica is desperate?
When I left
in England, doctors in NHF have been striking every single week.
I said that I didn't realize how desperate the life was in Jamaica until I got here and realized how much we was giving away 7 days a week to help the destitute people in Jamaica. And when me reached back at England, I realized, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Excellent. Your phone
Life in England is desperate. England have changed 4 to 5 prime ministers in less than 5 years.
I'm not defending England.
Mass migration of professionals from England. Don't come here and do that.
I am not defending England.
Doctors are leaving England left, right, and center.
I says, if you listen,
don't do that.
If you listen to what I'm saying, if you listen to what I'm saying, I'm talking about me on a personal level. I'm talking about me on a personal level. To the amount of help.
On a personal level.
Yeah, to the amount of help that we helped. I didn't realize that every single day and we're helping somebody because of poverty. And I'm like, look how rich Jamaica is. I know how rich Jamaica is because I was born in England. So I see Jamaica's wealth here. It's just not in Jamaica.
Okay, so what year did you come to Jamaica?
1999. Not for the first time. Not for the first time. I moved there permanently in 1999. Yeah.
Soul, I'm going to say this to you. If you move back to England in 2018, that's 6 years ago.
No. Excellent. She didn't move
she don't
back.
live
She
there,
didn't
no,
move
brother.
back.
She live here.
Oh, you,
She
all
went
right.
there.
I can't tell you that.
She went there for to take care of her son.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm going to say this to you, Colin. England, NHS has burst like a cricket ball. Every part of the seam has burst. NHS have people sitting down waiting on treatment from doctors. And NHS is a national public health service. The National Health Service. The public health.
Margaret Thatcher started to dismantle.
People cannot get their teeth cleaned in NHS.
No, Margaret Thatcher started to dismantle the NHS. Margaret Thatcher started to dismantle the NHS. Yeah.
Yeah, but I am saying to you, ma'am, I am saying to you, England is in desperate condition up to now. You guys have
I'm not disputing that.
Oh, so don't make it seem like Jamaica is behind the group. No. England can be worse off.
I'm not disputing the England-America thing.
Not because it's better for you.
I said, for me, coming here, I didn't realize the effect it had on me for every day somebody coming for some sort of help.
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
She's not comparing England.
Yeah. And people are begging, I guess because of the way our Holness is leading the country, people have to be calling their phone every day to beg money for remittance. Just a sad situation.
But excellence is right. It's not. She's not comparing England to Jamaica. But I have an experience in England because I have family members in England. And I remember one of my close family member, needed a surgery. And they went to the NHS for the surgery. And so, for example, them go there in October. The appointment date for the surgery was next October. Right? So I said, okay, tell you what, I'll pay for the surgery. And them get the surgery date for next week. You see? Wow. So it's a big difference in England with the NHS and so forth. But she wasn't debating between.
England. Let me retract my statements because me have to defend Jamaica, even though Andrew mash you up.
Yeah, man.
I'm not for England, darling.
We live in Jamaica, we live in the world.
I'm not for England. Yeah, I'm saying the same thing. I say the same thing even right now. Right now, when I'm here, I tell my people I can call my GP in Jamaica. There's no GP here. No GP for nobody in England. When my kids them young, they must have come on my house. Yeah, they must have come the midwife, then come on my house. I said, oh, you haven't been to the clinic. I said, I don't need to come to the clinic. My grandmother for tell me anything to my pity them. I don't want to care for my youth them. My sister died. NHS killed my sister. Kill her. Sorry, unalive her.
But Soul, one of the reasons why when you moved to Jamaica that you're enjoying what you're enjoying is because Bruce took over from a government that was successful, and they gave Bruce a straight hand, flush and straight, and him colt the game and bankrupt the country. It's like giving you like a young kid a fast car for drive, and when you look, you see him come back with a steering wheel. You see? That is the reason why you are enjoying what you are enjoying. It is a fact that he was enjoying that type of government because he picked up from the PJ Patterson government that was the successful government. You see? So if you come and don't know the full story, you'll say, well, Bruce is the reason, but Bruce was just a continuation. You see, the same as how Andrew is talking about careful financial responsibility and mature financial responsibility. What Andrew is not telling you is that the financial plan that he's on is a Portia Simpson Peter Phillips financial plan that was made into law, so him couldn't do nothing about it, because if it was not made into law, Andrew would have wrecked the country just like our Bruce did.
Oh. I rate when them man are talking, them man are teacher, you know. Mr.
Yep,
Collins.
he's just gonna say that. You learn something every day.
Excellent stuff. Big them up on the panel. You see? People, anybody there no listen, no follow them play on our panel for me there, please. You can learn from them. Trust me, I tell you.
Of course, excellent and calling them, yeah.
No joke.
I learn no from them too.
You see that? You see, first lady, she have a moderator, no follow her to make her. What I like about her too, when she there in a little talking, some of the time she say nothing, you know. She a dig the internet, you know. So me have to big her up too. You see me?
Is anybody on the panel?
Brit will come put you a while ago in Jamaica, I rate them energy, me have to big them up. Not Brit, Brat. Yeah, big up yourself, everybody there on the panel and Dale and everybody. I like energy, you see me? Yeah, man, some real. I don't know if Colin are excellent, they dep on the live earlier when we discuss a lot of things. I don't know if nothing fly on but I go on a quick recap. So, peaceful. Everybody else mute them mic. There's an echo for me, please. So, we're talking today about a peaceful gathering. And let me not use the word demonstration. Peaceful gathering and so forth. So, would I read some rules and laws when it comes on to gathering and so forth and them things there. So I want Mr. Collins and Mr. Excellence. I start with Mr. Excellent, give me them insight, and if you have a 1 cent or a 2 cents can drop on that, you do that for me, my boss.
All right, well, I know part of the thing is that, right? If you're going to have a gathering, you have to get the authorization of the ground commander of the JCF for that area. So I would advise all the people who might be doing any gathering to follow the laws and the procedures so as not to cause any problem. Get in touch with the relevant authorities before you do anything, and just do your thing in a very peaceful way. Don't be provoked by nefarious people or unscrupulous people. You know what the price is, and keep your eyes fixed on that price. And let us watch justice unveil itself. That's all I have to say.
All right, Mr. Excellent. Colin.
Attention here, look.
Why me there, Mr. Annie? I soon come back to you. Colin.
Yeah, I fully endorse what Excellence is saying. One of the issues when you try to act like a rebel, you don't really get things done. You can go out there and be peaceful and be aggressive at the same time. You see, you can have your right, and get way. You see, so you have to make sure that whatever you're doing, get the ground commander approval, and they'll approve as long as you're not interfering with traffic and blocking the process of our progress of business. Then you can always go and have your march and be loud and be boisterous and do your live stream and whatever the case might be. But I would suggest to people who plan to do that to make sure you get some approval from the authorities, because it doesn't make sense to try to buck force against the authorities. You can't win. You see? Because you know something? You see, when the Tivoli excursion or incursion or excursion happened, I did not realize that the JDF had, not the JDF, the JCF had all that much high-powered vehicle and weapon and so forth. You see? So don't try to play around with the authorities. Just try to do the right thing, and you don't want it to be where the media is gonna cover it in a negative way to say a bunch of rogue people out here causing disruption and causing problems. No, the other thing is know what you're going out there to do. Know the mission, know the cause, and know exactly what you need to say when you're talking, whether on the media or whatever the case might be. Know the mission and know the purpose.
For real. Mr. Tiny, but I watch them, man. Somebody was say, yo, with JLP, Tiny, I don't pay, but now watch them. Miss Tiny, Jamaican, she's welcome here, no matter what you want to say. If Miss Tiny alone.
Me can't agree, me ever fresh. And Max Love, me on a push us him say, yo, me born and grow. Never live in a labor right here, right?
So,
attention, yeah, look.
So, Brad, did I read some things today? So she go up on the Jamaica for Justice website about the fundamental constitutional rights. She said we could have find most of the things on the website, right? So would they actually read through a lot of them? Mr. Prendergast, my respect to you, G, man. I make a box for you and you're ready. If you want to come up and let me know. So when should I read still? I'm not sure if when they get to the part where it's a say would it need the permit, but according to my understanding, a protest is different from a gathering. So I implore people to go up on the website there, anybody who spread the message and want to do the thing peacefully and in a rightful manner. Yeah.
Let me ask you. What should I read? What should I read? It never signifies say you have to get a permit. The only way the police will get involved unless you're obstructing traffic or you're block entrance or one business place. You understand me?
Alright, let me show you something. This is not the government to play with that.
You see, I think if I'm going from memory, but I think it is important to inform the ground commander of the JCF. Why it is important? They can provide support and they can also have human resource redistribution, because, for example, if you're having a gathering of 500 people in one space, you go to one
so big up yourself. Nice
control that 500 people. Should the case anything break out, you can maintain public order. Because the purpose of the JCF is the maintenance of public order.
So is it that they can deny the request for a permit?
Of course.
They can, yes, they can.
In this case, they more than likely will.
No, not necessarily.
No. Because
not
it
such,
can be
not such man already portfolio right now.
Right, but
look here, what we want? But what we want is
independent. Let me tell you something. The JCF is independent of a security minister.
But excellent. But what me ask? Excellent. More ask you a question.
Let him finish on the time. Let him finish.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, Mr. Little bit.
But look here. From back then, that right in the Constitution say if you're gonna do a peaceful demonstration, you have to get a permit.
No, but remember you have the JCF Act, right?
Yeah, the Act.
Yeah, they have a JCF Act
that came in.
Yes. So these are some of the things that we have to be mindful of.
But I don't know if that act overrides the Constitution though. And the
Constitution is the fundamental.
Okay, and so the Constitution says that they can have a peaceful demonstration and a permit is not needed.
A right to peaceful protest. That is guaranteed by the Constitution. But I'm just saying, you don't want anybody to come and legislation.
Okay, so when I pulled that up just now, and I've been seeing this a lot because I've been trying to figure out whether or not a permit is needed. It says in Jamaica, organizers of a peaceful gathering must obtain a permit from the police and local authority. The requirement is part of the Public Act, which mandates that a request for permit to hold an assembly be made at least 24 hours in advance. The police have the discretion to order an assembly to disperse if necessary. It is important for organizers to be aware of the legal requirements to ensure compliances and avoid any potential legal issues. So it looks like you do need a permit because there was an act that was passed in, I think Andrew passed an act in maybe 2019 or 2021. But was that act passed while was it related to the situation that was going on with COVID at that time?
Yeah, with COVID.
So was that act that's what we need to find out, because if that act was for COVID,
this act goes beyond COVID and it preceded COVID.
It would almost look like it goes beyond.
It was when the UIC they go out, and when the UIC.
No. This act preceded COVID.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like it's beyond.
Thing them, bless.
Yeah.
You are asking so lately that lately them passed that law.
Yeah, lately they passed that law.
Yeah, Andrew passed that law.
Because when Siago time, them thing they never go on anything we take the street.
Yeah, Michael Manley time, PJ time, Portia time, Bruce Bowen time.
So lately that come up.
And lately past that.
Okay. I'm never know you're still alive. Muskin, I never know you're still alive.
And lately past that.
Okay. Because even if you keep a dance, you keep a night, you have to get permit. And by 1, 2 o'clock, them are going to lock it off.
Blessings, everyone.
Well, the permit is out. The dance permit is out long time.
Yeah, man.
But remember when dance used to keep our pasta right in here like
no reasoning,
sun hot. Pasta and then dancer used to keep.
People must listen, man. Anytime somebody come in from the live, I'm away from them, I have to listen out to them. I know, so everybody get a piece of microphone. Mr. Prendergast, big up yourself.
Yeah, man, we hear everyone already, but the act there, under Jamaican Constitution, I mean, as you say, everyone, have a right for all a peaceful protest. But you see, the government, them amend that for control the people, them for suit their, own reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, them do that for overpower the people, them for defeat the people, them purpose. You understand?
Yeah.
But under the Constitution, it legally for any citizen hold a peaceful protest.
So Mr. P, the constitutional right, is it that the JCF laws and legislation can override the constitutional right of the freedom of gathering and so forth?
Well, that's something where we would have to read into and research in.
Please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
the Constitution overrides any act.
And that's what me did I go say, because that's why I said me have to go do some research into it, because once it was written in a constitution, it would have need both sides of the government for really yes, somebody jump. Yeah, that would have it would have need both sides of the government for amend that.
Yeah.
To make it become it become law. Yeah.
That's where I'm thinking there is some kind of glitch somewhere to that act, because it would have to take both of them to agree to pass that as an act. And then if it is an act, if it is an actual law, how come they still have individuals who are holding gathering without permits? I've gone to Jamaica and gone to dead yachts without permits. I've gone to gathering without I've gone to a lot of gatherings without permits. So is the permit limited to certain gathering? Is, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it what are the stipulations to the permit?
Yeah, limit.
Yeah, like what are the limits? There has to be some kind of, there has to be clause in the act that we're not seeing.
Right. So
We're
that's
getting
why
past that act. There has to be clause in there.
That's
and
why I
both
said-
parties would have to agree to those clauses.
Jamaica don't
Every
have,
gathering requires
Jamaica
that.
don't have no rights anymore. You can't stand up for your rights and talk for your rights. That's how I see it. They're trampling on the people them rights, because if things occur
Well,
and you don't like it, you can't go out there like one time when time bus riot. I will take the street and we got Jamaica House to protest about it. Or anything you got Ghana House to protest about it. What's the difference now that things not right and people cannot go out there go voice them voice? That's not fair.
Yeah.
It's like we don't have no rights anymore.
It's not the two-side party, you know. Andrew party himself, you know. And
he writes off. Yeah, but it's supposed to be both parties that is in agreement with it. But I think he did it on his own.
He do it on his own.
Yeah, I think he did it on his own, and I don't. And if Mark Golden knows about it, he needs to come out and tell us what those clauses are, especially knowing that there are so many people saying that we're going to do a peaceful demonstration all over the internet. And if he's seeing that we're going into something that is not good for us, then he needs to come out, or somebody needs to come out and say, hey, you guys stop, you guys need a permit, we're gonna go get a permit, and then let's move forward. That's what I think.
But my lady, I know nobody not care for the Jamaica people them anymore. Not even respect. Them not respect Jamaica people anymore. They wouldn't mind visit tomorrow man, them weak.
Jamaica people don't respect themselves too, because them step up now.
Sir, who are you, sir? Why you downing us so much? What are you talking about? We don't respect ourselves.
Listen, knowledge is power. All I'm saying,
how do we not respect ourselves, sir?
Listen out, lady. All I'm saying, we need to uplift ourselves. When we say that, me just mean so we need to uplift ourselves, because there is knowledge out there for us to do it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, don't say we don't respect ourselves.
I am Jamaican. Me born and grew at Jamaica. So when I'm saying that, I am not a bright man within education, but you know what? Me have sense. Me have sense and me have knowledge.
He's right somewhat enough, First Lady, because if you consider about bleaching and certain things and certain immorality, he's right on certain aspect. But he's not downgrading us, but in terms of seeking knowledge,
Jamaica, me I come back to Jamaica, come live, build me house.
Yeah, nah, downgrade it.
And that's why I want to see it better.
Jamaican people don't love themselves. Jamaican people don't love themselves, and that is it.
And that's what they need to do. And that's why I say it like that. We need to uplift ourselves.
Bless, somebody say they got the permit for the marching, so it's okay, no problem.
I want to talk to him. Cash Society, we have the permit for the next year march. But I don't think him know about the march. Hello? Yes, he must put the date July the 24th. But I don't think Cash, there's a march the 8th of this month. So all of the information, that's why I'm just text you and say, yo, pass on the information like how you organize, what we need to do, what is right. You see me? The 8th of this month. So yeah, people are going to join up on the 24th and next year. But share your information where you can. And if you want a box to come up, I'm going to know what go on. Because I'm one of them we're big on the 1 million man march thing, you know. I promote it.
Okay, so Bala, they have in a march next year, July?
Yeah, that's 24th of July, the diaspora.
Okay, what that marching is about?
Cash, I want him forward up if I tell him about it. You see me, because I'm my first person I see bring it across to my attention.
Okay, I didn't know about that one.
It's a $1 million March,
Yeah.
1 million
A lot of
March.
people are flying to
Yeah.
Jamaica, you know.
It's going to be people from all over the country. And see, me personally, I'm going to be down there for that march because though you can tell that is well structured and it's well thought out because they're not, I'm sure that they have a permit for that.
So what that marching for? That's what I want to know. What that marching for?
It's to go to Parliament. From my understanding, if the person can come up and give more clarity, it's a gathering where they are going to be going and peacefully asking for answers to questions. Like they're going to want accountability addressed. They're going to want transparency addressed. I believe like different type of things that they're going to be going to, I believe, Parliament to go get some answers for it. From what I know, I could be wrong. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm saying that work, so come on.
Yeah, because it's long time I've been saying that, you know, that, I mean, people need to start visiting Garden House and ask these politicians for answers. Because
That's too late. Why we are such a weird next year, July?
Yeah,
because
that's what I say. We are next year, July.
Organizing is key, so we don't want to do fast and foolish.
Remember, say, look here, take it as I tell you. You see, next year, you know, I'm going to roll out Poway.
Yes.
Jamaican and Republican. Yeah? You watch the meet now? The G20 meet now?
Look here, people see the website. See the website where the man show, no?
And all them something that by time that they roll out everything Poway already.
Maroonsroots.com. People just focus them and listen them and we ask questions. We tell you say we're not doing no meaningless reason over here. You know, we ask a question to the man there. I'll give you a question. So check out the website here and see, because what I say, I'm the first person I see organize this thing.
Okay. It's being organized it looks like it's by the Maroons?
Yeah, so people get down the website and check it out. I know we're not even a cover reason today now.
Okay. That's
roots.com. That's the website, so check it out. Everybody have a smartphone, check it out and see what is it.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I recant. I recant. I recant what I see. Huh?
Excellence was explaining about the law, what you guys were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Excellence. Go on, explain Excellence.
Excellent.
And Colin, it's an act. And because it's an act, it's not enshrined in law, and therefore does not need bipartisan support in the Parliament for it to happen. What it needs is a simple majority in either part of the House. Therefore, they don't need PNP collaboration for that to be. All they need is just the presence of the government people to vote and it can take place. If you are, the difference is that if you are changing something which is enshrined in the Constitution, right? So you need two-thirds majority of the houses of Parliament, meaning that 2/3 of the lower house and I need 2/3 of the Senate. One opposition vote to make that happen. So you don't have to have government opposition collaboration to pass that act. Let me give you an example. When they try to make Portmore a city, Portmore a parish, they did not need the PNP to vote with them. All they needed was their people to vote for it to happen, and that they tried, but they failed in court because the Constitutional Court did not support what they were doing. So an act don't necessarily need to have opposition collaboration for it to take place. All right, Colin?
But Mr. Excellent, isn't that a major act though? Like how do you you have to all due respect, isn't that a major act?
Yeah, but Yeah, act now is not a major or minor. It's just the way how it is termed within the political realm and within
Thank you,
the
Mr.
legal
Powell.
realm. You see, you have when you're gonna change anything in the constitution, then it will be a law. But when you want to propose an act, then you just need, like he said, you just need a simple majority.
So, okay, so how strong is that? I guess what I'm trying to figure out is for the ones who are actually going to go and protest on, or go and or have a peaceful assembly on the 8th. I do not want to see any of my Jamaicans go out there and go and put themselves in a situation where they are going to go and end up in jail, bloodshed, none of that type of stuff. I know there's not going to be any violence. That's not what they're going out there for. What I want to know, my main concern is, can somebody here definitely or definitively tell me whether or not these guys need a permit to go out there?
They need a permit. They need the permit.
They need a permit.
From all I have seen, they need a
They
permit.
already have their permit, something like that.
From all experience I have seen, they need the permit.
Okay. And I'm sure the organizers would know that they need a permit. Right, Gail?
Yeah, earlier on in the chat, somebody said they have the permit already.
Okay. Okay.
I was hearing that.
All right.
Yeah, but that is a permit for next year.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys are confused.
No, but all you have to do, if you're organizing that, somebody just go down to, it is being kept, it is being held in downtown.
Yeah.
So you go to this, the Eastern Central Police Division, which I think the downtown business district fall under, and apply for the permit.
Oh, okay.
Or if it falls under
you
the
know what?
Eastern
It looks like somebody in the comments says that there is a permit for December 8th. Okay.
Yeah,
Excellent. China them when the China them did that demonstrate, bought them money, them get permit.
I don't think so.
So if they not come from Jamaica,
hold on.
No, that's a different situation, you know. That's different. They are demonstrating on their private work site.
Right, exactly.
There's no threat to public order from that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the same like when the hotel workers, they were demonstrating at their personal work site. They didn't need a permit for it.
Yeah, you can even go to like Walmart and do a peaceful demonstration there without a permit.
Okay.
Once you pose that threat to public.
But look, but wait now, but look here.
To public order, and public order include the free movement of traffic, for example, right? The right for people to move about in the same space and conduct their lawful business. Because if you are doing a protest and you are stopping somebody from moving from point A to point B, whether they are on foot or they are walking, you are violating the law because you are stopping people from doing what they ought to do. So all of those things have to be taken into consideration. So public order must be the aim of the day.
But look here,
guess what?
Guess what? If you're not obstruct the traffic, you're not block the entrance, and no business place, you're on the sidewalk, you're not supposed to cause no problem.
Without a permit, the police have all right to come there and tell you to get to move. And you by law, you are required to follow the order of the constable.
Yeah.
True.
So, Ara, may I ask you a question? If say me have somebody unalive and me, and me want justice, and me say me I go protest, me have to go for a permit to do that too?
Good question.
You alone on a protest?
No, not me alone.
You should.
Because I see Andres, you see them go out the protest and them not get a permit.
Danny, mute your phone.
Andres,
but sorry, listen this.
Yeah.
Not because you do something which is illegal and get away with it, mean that it is right.
But that never is in our constitution rights from long time. And then they with excellent.
But remember, you know,
But it
as
is
the
now,
country
so we have
gets
to work
older,
on what they
as the
know.
country get older, and as people get smarter and things change, you start bring new laws and new acts into place.
Bring that for shut down the Jamaican people them. In America, I see them have demonstration. I know them not get a permit. Them not get a permit in America. Them get permit to do that. In a what time I see them, in a what time I see millions of people come out and Manhattan wait till me say them get permit to do that.
Yeah, you have to have a permit. For example, let me give a perfect example. When in 90, don't quote me on the exact year, when Bill Clinton.
Me not talk about Bill Clinton. Me don't know nothing about Bill Clinton. Me I talk about with Donald Trump. What the year more than one time. Me see protest here. Me asking you, them get permit.
All right, go on talk.
Me I ask the question. Me don't know nothing about Bill Clinton. Me I talk about no.
You need to go answer you while I interrupt him again.
I never interrupt him. Don't got him say me don't want you know about Bill Clinton. Me I talk about no with Donald Trump. If them people walk hit the road, if them get permit.
Give him a time I can finish, man. Give him a time I can finish. Give him a time. Go ahead, Colin.
Now, sir, when Bill Clinton did stop the Caribbean banana from coming to America, we went to the Jamaican consulate and protested the whole thing. We still needed a permit even though we were protesting at the Jamaica consulate. No change. You still need a permit anytime at all you're going to have any form of mass gathering. Whether you keep a concert or whether you going to do a protest, you need a permit. When you see them at Washington, D.C. a protest against Donald Trump, they have a permit.
Okay. People have to get to think them factual now. When they want to go out there and look like yes, when police come talk, you have to talk with confidence and know the right thing. You see me? Power tap the screen, them I said. Power tap the screen. So, me myself, anytime I don't see me so silent, and I best believe say I listen and take notes and know what I have to know. So, I do the right thing too. And help educate yourself the internet there. So, certain things you can't look for just like how would I read off of the internet today. Brad, they give me one website. I don't know if they write it down, but these things are important. You see, we have knowledge, make you can speak with confidence and speak with eloquence, and we can also avoid problems. So that I will focus right. So we want to ask all the necessary questions and them thing there. Yeah. Big up on yourself.
So what she was saying about she never want to know nothing about Bill Clinton. If you don't know your history, you don't know where you're going. Bob Marley already tell you in a Buffalo Soldier say, if you don't know your history, then you wouldn't have to ask me who the hell you think I am. You have to know your history in order to know where you're going. And that is what Jamaica is lacking. What Dale was saying earlier about Jamaica has lost its way, that is what we have lost our way.
I don't no, I have no experience at him. I come have experience at this man here, so that's why I ask you.
But you have experience at Marcus Garvey?
No.
But you study Marcus Garvey, you know about Marcus Garvey action and tradition though, right?
Don't go hear some I'm thinking.
Okay.
All right.
When you
Huh?
Now I said, go on, you know my teacher, but we listen. We are listening.
Yeah, man, you have to know your history. History is something that guide us and teach us the way.
Yeah, that's
true. If we're back to what Dale was saying earlier when he said Jamaica has lost its way. Mighty Diamonds have a song from 1980. I love that song they call When Did We Lose Our Identity? You see? We're running around like some lonely sheep was lost his master and gone astray. Because when you look on to see what Jamaica used to be when we used to stand up for something, when Peter Tasha said, get up for your right. You see? We can't just lay down and just say, well, boy, I don't want to know about that. I only want to know about this because this will happen right now. In order for you not to repeat your history, you have to know your history in order to not to repeat it. And so that's the reason why I make me love history, because you see, once you know the rebellion them and the rebellious foreparents that you had, it developed that rebellion and rebellious strength within you. You see?
Yeah.
Once you know about the Garvey, you know about the Mandela, you know about the Shakur, and you know about all these different things that goes on, Che Guevara and so forth in history. You know, so that's we have some strong leaders that went on before us, and they have left the baton for us to continue the race.
Yeah.
Bookman, don't forget Bookman.
Yeah man, and Stephen Biko and those people.
Maurice Bishop.
There you go. You see?
Hey, but Colin.
Yeah.
Also remember, Bob Marley have a song called Revolution, because you see sometimes we go about stuff the right way, but we still get cornered, shut in our corner, You understand? So if you listen Revolution, what him say, sometimes it takes a revolution to make a solution. You understand? I don't want to live in the past. You can't trust no shadow after dark. You understand? So sometimes look a fire off a burn and all them things there. You understand? To get your point across.
So in 1960, I think it was 68 or something like that. Don't quote me on the exact year, but it was about 68. There was a professor in UA called Walter Rodney from Guyana, right?
Yeah,
Walter Rodney was a Pan-Africanist. Walter Rodney teach the students in UA about Africa and about the rights and about the rebellion and the rebel them in Africa who usually fight and to give them at that time, remember, us as black people were looked down upon as second-class citizens, even within Jamaica itself. Walter Rodney was one who come out and teach Garveyism and so forth. Now, Walter Rodney, Shearer was the prime minister at the time. Walter Rodney left to go to a meeting, a Pan-African meeting. When he was coming back to Jamaica, then blocked him from returning to the country. Right?
Oh,
now the students.
I was listening about that guy. What do you know about him? Honestly.
Walter Rodney?
Colin.
Yeah, man.
I know my name, man.
Stick up to Colin. Remember him started the Rastafari movement too,
No, him never started, but the Rastafarian movement was a supporter of Walter Rodney. You see?
Him do a lot contributing to the Rastafari movement.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But we'll get to that in a second. Yeah.
Let us also tell them that coming out of that student revolution, emerged was the greatest leader in the Caribbean.
Exactly.
The great Ralph Gonsalves.
Exactly. Because Ralph Gonsalves, the former prime minister of St. Vincent, was a student at UWI at the time and was a very active leader in that protest against Shearer banning Walter Rodney from coming back into the country.
Right.
So what happened was that the students went about it the right way, right? And they decided to do a march and to protest. They were met upon by soldiers and police and beat them and bloodied them up. Right? What they did was to go and reform, and now the Rastafarian community joined with them. And what did they did this time? Them go downtown and light government building on fire. Now, I'm not telling you to do that, but I'm just saying that you need to know where we're coming from and the rebel within us, where sometimes we have to make certain move, but I don't think that is necessary right now to get to that level.
No, we don't want Jamaica to end up like Haiti.
We're no longer where we were at that time, But at that time, that was the just call and the call for. You see?
Hey,
so we
Colin,
need to know our history. Yeah.
Remember, Joe Biden was going on Marine One, to take him to Air Force One. And a reporter asked him a question. I remember him one and say, if the Jamaica government don't be careful, Jamaica going to be the next 80. You remember that?
Yeah. I didn't hear him say it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, him say it bluntly.
Yeah. But I have said that many times. That Jamaica is one step behind Haiti. And when you look right now at the ladder of the Caribbean, Jamaica just right in front of Haiti as far as GDP and so forth. Yep. Right in front of Haiti.
Yep.
You see? So it ended up, to conclude the Walter Rodney story, it ended up that Walter Rodney went back to Guyana and was assassinated.
Yeah.
I'm assassinated.
And that's what the Greek. And remember,
DJ Jack, you're there for a while. Turn on the mic. Welcome to the DJ Jack.
Turn on the mic, Jack.
Alright, Mr. Prendergast, continue.
Yeah, man. Remember, even the Green Bay, the whole Green Bay situation stem from all of them things that and Coral Garden.
The Green.
Well, Coral Garden was before the Walter Rodney.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coral Garden was a Bustamante thing. Walter Rodney was a U-Shira.
Before, the Green Bay, what was the real reason of the Green Bay thing?
Yes, so that I was about to talk to you. That was a revolution was gonna start up, and it was organizing the Green Bay killing, and really they never have enough backative and mobility was a surprise attack. I forgot the year. I can't tell about the year now, but the Green Bay was a surprise attack.
Green Bay trick them tricky people. Them and care them run away name there and a Green Bay. Tell them say them give them work and give them 3 bills a day.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Man have to jump off a cliff, man.
One man survived in Frankie. Yeah, man, and I think that
Bala, me have to go jump here now, all right?
Bless up yourself, excellent. Respect,
all right,
man.
all right, everyone.
Respect. Bless up yourself, man. Respect for all the insightful information.
Ready, man? But Bala, I never catch a conversation, but I have an idea what you guys are talking about. But right now, we cannot have no uprising in Jamaica right now because you have no really leader. You have nobody to control the narrative. You have nobody to control nothing, and you cannot give the government to dance and diva. You can't give the government to that. So I wouldn't support a uprising against the government now when you don't even have a leader right now, because you're not gonna fight and say you're gonna give it to PNP. You're not gonna be like that. The whole government system have to go down.
Yeah, man. The two party have become void and null and create something new. That is for the people. You understand?
Yeah.
We have a benefit every single Jamaican citizen.
Yeah, so you cannot have this we are going get rid of the government and have nothing to replace the government. So this is stupid talking still. It's stupid talking where the people must demand changes with the government.
Hold on there, man.
But nobody never said that.
No, wouldn't.
No, I'm just saying, the people have to uprise and demand changes with the government. Because you cannot. You can't have two. No, you can.
You said the people them have to uprise. Sometime when people uprise, you are defend your right, but it come to a point where you have to start defend more than your right, because authorities start abuse the people them and them stuff there. People now sit around and make authority abuse them and them thing. The people defend themselves.
Well, I know, but the only thing we have to do, show your power that we the people put you there, and we demand, changes and good leadership with the government. Nobody feel that, not the government feel like they're above the people, or the people them cannot have no say in what the government doing. Because one thing they're doing on the
uprise we are talking about still in a cranky.
Oh no, I know.
And make sure you get that out there. And the uprise we are talking about. Yeah. Because them ones are working on, we're not sending out the wrong narrative. So we're talking about a peaceful gathering. Maybe like I say we don't want to protest. Peaceful gathering we are talking about. You see me?
I see it coming like a couple people get freed and jump.
That's it. No, probably because Shanky has say uprising and thing. I don't know. The box was
no, they're not getting me. So I'm not defending anything against the government right now. Where you do not have something to replace it with. That's what I'm saying. So most of the talking is just talking. What you have to do, demand changes. Let the government respect the people, work for the people. Whether you are orange or green, everybody are one. The election is run. You are the government. You are the government for the country.
Blessings.
Yes. So you have to, work for everybody, not one person or that person. Work for everybody, because you are the president. You are the prime minister of the PNP and JLP.
And we know said that now go work, because there's a hypocritical biasness.
We can't get a one speech in, my brother.
Yeah, man, I'll let you go, but there's a hypocritical biasness towards the people, them. You see, until we learn to split justice in a equal rights and give everybody them equal right, and all are with up on one accord, and know say we are defend each other as a people instead of defending these governments where feel like when I care about the people them. Somebody a record man.
No, I'm next page. I know work secretary box. This one.
I say we can't make a speech now.
Yeah, man. I look like a yes.
No, really, but him say when him finish, I'm here. Finish, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man, do your thing, my G.
Alright. Yeah, man, so me have been listening the whole conversation for hours now. And basically, as a Jamaican, I feel like we'll be foolish and we'll give away the whole of our rights. Just because we are trying to defend some people where not really mean a good. Why me say that? The people them show with them on. From in a COVID, them are sure we say them not take talk. So when a man there say if we rise up, make them respect we and them thing, them not gonna do that. That not happen, brother. Them don't not show we say them not rate from morning, cause them amend the same law when we are not talk about with the public thing where you have to go ask police. Remember say usually in a democratic country, whereas Jamaica, when our people them used to have problem with the government, them used to go there and do them peaceful protest. Me notice say, we don't want to do it now, everybody afraid. So that I tell we. So we in a dictator country. Because everybody afraid now. One time people never used to afraid.
And no matter how they afraid, them change.
Nobody afraid want to go to jail. Nobody not want to go to jail. Because the man going to send the police, they say, we are this him and lock you up. Just think about it that way there, because that's why most things now got change, because people get scared. Because remember, you know, the man a declare war upon the country, you know, people then when must serve. So what that I tell you, remember how to little dumbest man right now supposed to know, say, all me on the phone talk still, you know, I make a valid point, but the other man there, I say two party. So I have to glad say my goal in there. Cause enough of the law, them did try. Well, I know them did try bring in some things in a law where they against the poor, and him are the one man always a fight it, and I say no, that can't come in. So if you look on them something that don't exclude them thing there.
Yeah, that is true. Enough case Mark Golden carry go court that was unconstitutional. That was
constitutional.
Yes.
Yes,
so
against
the
the
man they
people.
fight for it for a long time. So I don't want people exclude that and go on like every one of them are the same thing.
Look, man.
And me is not a PNP. I understand.
Yeah,
I mean either, but me just tell you what me see as a Jamaican. That's why me put it in another context there. As a Jamaican.
First, me is a Jamaican, and then my affiliation is with the JLP. But that don't mean because me affiliate with them mean me I go sit back and defend them wrongs.
He's not defending. He's not defending, my friend. He's not defending. And what I'm telling you, you cannot move a wolf and put a dog, because they both bite. Both of them bite. What you have to do, you have to deal with what you got and fix it. That's what you have to do.
Well, so what if there's no fixing in it? You know, look like this.
Right now, all right.
Me not tell you lie still, you know. Me not want disrupt where you say still, but basically, you don't say basically, oh yeah, make a talk. You come like you know want illusion, like kind of Jamaica you there, brother.
I'm in Jamaica, what I'm saying, brother.
The brother where you say we for talk to, him not take no talk, you know, see that?
No,
but you are the power of the people to give him, make him make a talk, make him see that it's real.
So now that the people them want to do afraid, because the people them don't want to go out there and him go send military, because him use that.
And see it, nobody know, and so that's why we can't talk nothing, because everybody's scared to go out there. So we can't talk, we can't keep talking. You don't mean nothing. It don't make no sense talking.
No. Watch
out.
Check
him out. Who is one of every go, you see any another jump. We didn't catch in that club with Sasha from giving a blood clot teeth them. They look so good down. Me say I stir up blood clot, pum juice in a buckler and drink it for your.
How would that then?
How would that? Our man come in Panara and share our one.
Don't look like you man catch him down there.
You have somebody right there, so we shall try to talk to, but I don't know who me know me though.
I know me, cause
she hear them argument based on how she talk. She come up just to say something to somebody, you see it, and she just jump out. Yeah. Okay. But as we say still, Ella, you can't say we just attack. Remember say attack Marcus Garvey, Paul Bogan, all of them man, they did always attack first, you know. Until things happen. But remember say them did attack and nothing happen, so them did have to act. So we not say nobody to go out there go cause no riot, you know. We not endorse that, you know. But normally Jamaican people used to can't go out there and have them peaceful protests, but true, them low them money if change up the whole of the remember now, if I never mark goal in the whole constitution that change already, you know, remember say them go to court and stop them from doing no fight things, you know.
And guess what? That's why I did even refer to the Bob Marley song, Revelation.
The Bala.
But look here, Bala, what may I deal with it? The man attack, but guess what?
Hold on, 1 minute. Who call me a while? Oh, Susie Africa. Yeah, go ahead.
You know, so them can't change the constitution. You're wrong. The laws and some of the acts that they do, they're allowed to do it in the parliament, but it does not override a constitution.
Okay. Will you clear that out of the way?
All right. I hear your point, but why did they have to go to the court then if it never got override? Why didn't they have to care?
Right, and that's why they have to take it to the court, because the Supreme Court has the authority to reverse any act, any such law that goes against the Constitution. And that's why Mark Golden will always win him, because you can change laws in Parliament, but it has to be in alignment with what the Constitution said.
Okay, that is the point where we want the people to understand. Because most people think anything him say has to call me, you know, the people, they must say 1 p.m., you know. They must say 1 p.m. meaning like I just him alone, they must take talk from
I want Prime Minister. Well, we know say him orchestrate Melissa then. So we have you know, Melissa, he's using Melissa to, if you look at the pathway to dictatorship, and that's why they say 1 p.m. is that.
All right, thank you. That is the word that I want to hear most people say, because of that go on in Jamaica now. We have a prime minister who is a dictator.
Yes, honey. So basically, I was doing some research, you know, to kind of see some of these people that became totalitarian, authoritarian, and dictators. What is the process and the pathway where we can open up our eyes and are naturalized and spiritualized to see that what the hidden intent of this man. If you notice right now in Ghana, New York, what is he going to New York for? To probably finalize. All right. So when I listen, I go back and I listen to him in the G20. If you want to go back and listen to, I would have asked Alan to go listen to it. When Andrew talk, it was as if he must say, all right, want to give me some orders. Me just summarize it, yeah, in my own way, yeah. Him say, want to give me some orders, and me sacrifice Jamaica, and me do what me have to do, and tell me to do, and it costs Jamaica this, and it costs them that. No, me do my part now, a time for to finalize and do what I have to do, because me do what me do already, and then we are going to continue the process.
Mama, you're not the only woman.
That's all I condone that. I condone what you say. That's all I condone.
Fully digress it, yeah.
And see, I'm somebody that pray a lot, yeah. So me sometimes me just ask God to show me things, yeah. And sometimes be my things, and I read. So sometimes God will just say something to me, me go research it. Like yesterday morning, me get up, I'm here. Look up the pathway to dictatorship and totalitarian, yeah? When I start look at the path, one of them had 5 paths, one of 7. The last path, right? The last aspects of that was where it said they take total control. This is where, when you see him make Wayman the name, the Chango sit down now and he want to take control of the military, and him is the Minister of Defense. But now not only that, he pulled the Ministry of Security into his office. So that's the last, you know, where he want to take full control now. And I'm going to use the military now for kind of start maneuver the people them and dominate and throw him weight around. So this is why it's an imperative that the Jamaica people fight back, yeah? And December 8 must be the first start, but we can't stop this, so. Because see, when Cuba and some of the other countries, them went under them type of regime, yeah, them never have the information we have. So we have information right now, yeah? And not only that, we have a maroon fighting spirit, so we have to fight back as a Jamaican people. And so I encourage everybody, nobody have pushed violence, nobody have pushed to go kill nobody.
Don't use the B word.
Yeah, sorry, we don't push violence, but we have
to... Don't use the B word. Don't use the B word. Don't use the B word.
Okay, but we're not pushing for anybody to go there and be belligerent and you know, what do I want to use?
But if it come our way,
to be bullies, we're not going to bully anybody, but it's a right of the Jamaican people, freedom of press, freedom of expression, and freedom to assemble. That is all in the Constitution.
To make it easier, just reiterate that we're going to make a peaceful gathering.
We're going to make Jamaican people need to go ahead and assemble peacefully, yeah, because they have the right in the Constitution to do so.
And even do amend the Constitution. No, they never amend the Constitution.
Well, wait, sweetheart, there's no amend.
Yes, amen.
What
There's facts.
Whatever they do
Those are
in
laws.
Parliament.
Let me explain it to you real quick.
Go ahead.
Somebody call her.
Hey boy, go lick out your mother. Police might give a custom design casket too. Kick him in the face, me there, somebody. You don't think you can intimidate nobody?
Hey, and the police them job for wait. So what happened? Is the police them job for wait? Do not worry about the police them waiting.
I feel like you can't intimidate nobody. I just a week alone not going to intimidate, man.
Sonny, where you want to say your name? You're not done.
Make sure you say police. Make sure you say police them not fix your face too.
Police duty is to wait. The police, listen me now. The police have all the time in the world and they can't wait wherever I want to wait. So, what you accept, my brother?
We are big you up on the live.
We are going. The military can't wait too. Wait. The day and the papa, where you going with?
Rest of yourself, my boss, man. I be intimidation tactics them depend, man.
Let me tell you something, see.
Them are using to stop people from talking peacefully, understand?
You know the set of people them where your prime minister.
All of a sudden, everybody attack. Watch out now, I'm showing you intimidation tactics.
Tony,
I just one quick sit me, I say Tony. Watch out. All of a sudden, nobody not chat about no badness, you know. All the criminal them look for them, say my thief, you know. Him tell about police. Thiefing boy, Tony, we know say not like police. Police are gonna lick in your face at them see you. On a go, man.
The boy live off a little cash droppings from the MPs them. That's what they do.
Tony, your turn, Tony.
Listen, man. Listen me. We, the Jamaican people, first of all, you know, you say, like when you're Sonia, you see when your prime minister talk about fully done, people like you in my refer to, you know. You are one of them with fully fucking done. And they keep people like you done to manipulate the whole situation. You know, fool, because me want to know, me sure say God Almighty gonna 2 years if you see. Gonna brain for understand and know things. Uno can looking on yourself and really say Jamaica run alright and Jamaica alright. No found out, let me see every day I beg on hungry like dog. Uno say Jamaica alright, brother. For all this money doing, money does missing left and right. We could have better the country. We could have better roads, more jobs. Police get more money. PNP, nurse, doctor, all these people, and one set of people have to take it up. Remember now, you know, this is not my peer grade. We're going after the findings.